Nobody in the Pooh just told me that.
Really?
Monday morning, by the way.
In
Yeah.
the club?
Well, no, this song is number one in the clubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not in the club.
Not in the club.
Oh, okay.
It's a 3-year-old flashback now, Terry.
No, I know. I was just trying
Picture Ariola in the back of the studio with a $50 up her butt. But
Oh, that's right.
it's a nice visual.
Yeah.
Last time we really saw her.
Yeah. Thanks.
This is number one in the clubs.
It's so ridiculous.
Number one in the clubs. This is the number one song in the clubs.
For me, it is.
Nothing is really a close second, or is there a close second?
There's kind of a close second, but not like that
This one is clearly number one.
Clearly. Easily.
How long has that been? Number one for two straight weeks.
Yeah, not that long. Like 3 weeks, a month.
We should have
A month?
Yeah.
That's a serious period of time. It's been number one for a month?
Yeah, but not like a Get Low for like 2 summers or anything like that.
2 summers?
Are you serious?
Get Low was
summers.
Get Low was ridiculous. So
For 2 summers.
He's exaggerating.
Number one in the club.
It was number one for the whole summer, which is a long time.
And it replaced Macarena, which was for 10 years.
Oh, yes. Number one.
I swear we should have a Vinny
Steel's
number one
Cubs.
in the club countdown every week.
Number one in the clubs. You want your own countdown show?
that'd be great. I would love it.
The club countdown show?
Yeah.
All right,
maybe.
remind me after the show, because I'll forget all about it in about an hour. Remind me at like 9:55 to go into Flower's office and tell him you're going to be willing to do it every week?
Please tell him I need to count something.
You want to do a club countdown show?
Yes.
Sure, more work. Pile it on Vinny.
I like
Come
it.
on. I
Well,
like it
he's
too.
asking for it, and he's
He
not.
wants it.
He's
He sounds
serious.
enthusiastic.
I would love to do it.
About as enthusiastic as our summer intern, huh?
Yeah, she is. Whoa.
Wow.
Hey, good morning.
She could co-host it with him.
Well, she's not here.
Crickets back here.
she's not there.
We can't get our summer intern to show up anymore.
I see.
Well, she's done, right?
Well, it seems like it. Well, I'm confused because she was done when she called me Thursday.
Right.
And then she called me back 2 minutes later saying, why won't you fight for me? Okay, I'm going to take off
It was a
Friday and
reflection
then
Friday.
come back Monday.
Right.
And I didn't hear from her all weekend, so I assumed she'd be here today. I thought it was a 50-50 chance she probably wouldn't be here. Actually, better than 50-50 that she wouldn't be here. But I thought if she wasn't going to be here, if she was then again done,
Right.
she would call me to re-establish the fact that she's done.
Right. That's the
So
professional
when
thing to do.
when I didn't get a call, I assumed she'd be here this morning. She's not. Can't get our summer intern to show up.
Wow. Guess we need to find a new one.
Yeah, she should have called, though.
Yeah,
Should've
she
called,
should've.
yeah, I mean-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The professional
That's
way
what
to
I
do
thought.
it. Right.
Because you would have come in a couple minutes early to make the coffee. And
Because the way we left it was that, coffeeless, that she was coming in today and was going to take Friday as a day of reflection.
Right. Reflections Friday.
But that seems like it's not the case, and no one's heard a word from her. Pasty said he talked to her last night.
Oh. And she didn't say anything?
at the family dinner?
The family.
And you got the impression she was coming down, or no?
I did, yeah. That's what
Really?
she kind of left me with, yeah. Talked to her before the family dinner, actually, and
The plot thickens.
She was at the family dinner, don't lie.
no, she was not.
Your family would love her, though.
Maybe the family dinner scared her off.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, can you pass the rice pilaf, please?
Honestly, Mom has met her, and Mom does love her.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! Oh, and her dad and grandmother would love her, love you
Oh, geez.
because the mogul come from a very
Mom does love
mogul-ish
her.
family.
Number one in the clubs.
Number one at the pasty house.
It's not going to be like, oh, you're excited to do the club countdown for the first and second week, but then by week 12, you're like, I don't want to do this crappy thing. You're not going to be like that.
Not at all.
All right, then at 9:55,
That would,
Let's
I
go.
think that this station could use a show like that, a club
the
countdown.
club countdown.
Yeah.
It's not like your
I
typical
wouldn't care if
countdown.
it
It's
was-
all about the club.
Yeah, probably just like a top 10, because how many songs do you play in the club on
I don't know,
a given
yeah.
night? You know,
How many songs?
I mean, in about 3 hour span, you're only playing like what? You're playing obviously a lot of songs, but
Yeah.
how many make the club countdown?
I mean, like, that's like the high point of the club. There's only like a stretch of like 10, 15
right.
songs.
There's only
That's
10.
the highest point of the
So
club.
if you were to do a club countdown, how many songs do you need to be in the countdown? 15 songs, top 20 songs in the club, or
No, that's probably doing like 5 or 10.
that's it?
Yeah, I mean,
I would say
Half-hour show.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if they want to give me the time, I'll do top 30 in the club. It wouldn't
Well,
matter
but
to me.
I just wanted the announcer to go, number one in the clubs.
But like the number you just played, you play more than once in the club on a given night, right? Sometimes you double up.
Yeah, I hate when I haven't been in the club in a
You
while.
don't?
When you're in the
Oh, I thought you
club
played.
and you hear the same song twice, you know you've been there a long time.
Yeah, no kidding.
It makes you feel like you've been there a long time
I
anyway.
might run
Really?
it. I might
Again?
run it back and play it again like in the same time. But I ain't gonna play
What do you mean?
hour
You run it back and play it at the same
like
time.
I'll play it
Back
and
to
then
back.
I'll play it and then let a verse go and then kind of rewind it and just play it again. Just kind of builds the hype.
But it's
of the
all
song.
the same. It's all the same kind of.
Yeah, I'll turn the 3
That's
minute song
considered
into
one
like
play, though.
Oh yeah.
You're not playing it at like once, and then like
an hour later,
you're not playing
again.
it at 10:30, then playing it at 12:15.
Nope.
No.
So it's not like the station rotation.
Absolutely.
No, station will be 10:15, and then playing it again at 10:55.
Right.
Well, but the thing is, he could extend the club countdown because he could get, we have more than just Vinny. So Vinny could get, ask the other, like, ex.
Let this be Vinny's thing. Let him decide. Maybe he wants to do it by himself. The club,
Well,
just
that's
keep it
what I'm-
simple.
He's the host.
Number
he's
one in
host,
the
but
clubs.
He could say South End. Here's their top end.
Oh, I
North
see what you're saying,
End, or
yeah.
East Side, or and then it could extend for an hour.
That sounds like a lot of work.
But what's number one in the North End? It's going to be number one in Seattle. May not be
maybe.
number one in the South
May
End.
not be, or the East Side.
We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm,
Yeah, right.
I'm all for it.
And then number one in the, the 18 and over clubs.
Right.
Got it.
Number one in the 18 and under clubs.
Number one in Stephen Kilbreth's car.
The Stephen Kilbreth Countdown Show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he had one for a while, didn't he?
Oh, he still does.
Oh.
Every day on the ride home, he says, number one in this car. Number two in the clubs. Is this like number two in the clubs? Where would this rank? Where would it be on the club countdown?
It's pretty big. It's up there.
So
Top
where would it
five.
be? Come on, you got to know. You're
Top
setting
five.
the countdown.
Number-
You are Casey. Come on.
Number 3.
Number 3 in the clubs.
Well, it sounds like you're the voice guy, too.
You know what it sounded like?
You wanna be-
It's sounding like when I asked Eric Flowers if we should do the club countdown on like a Saturday night or something like that before you go. I see it as a pre-funk to Saturday Night Hot Mix.
yeah.
Get you ready for the club. Kind
Absolutely.
of like where the strip apprentice took and dropped her little show there.
Yeah, that little spot.
That little fiasco. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That'd be a good spot for it. But it sounds like the answer may be, T-Man, we've been playing the songs that are number 1, number 2, number 3 in the clubs and down the line for the past 20 years.
Well, sure,
But
but
you didn't have the voice guy. Number 2 in the club.
and you didn't have Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He's got to have like a story about like every artist.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
so that'd be cool.
And how it pertains to the clubs.
Right.
Or just a stupid background story like Casey has,
That's all it takes. Or a dog dedication.
Right.
No, it's a damn dog dedication.
Damn dog death dedication.
That's right. Death.
Up-tempo numbers.
Up-tempo music.
Oh, good.
This
Yeah.
next young artist has spent his local teenage years working at a pool hall in Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, jeez.
And here he is on number 3.
He's only shot 25 times.
Put Vinny on at 2 in the morning, maybe after the club. 2? People are coming home.
Mm-hmm. I think what you're getting at, I think what you're all trying to say
Yes.
is this.
The countdown will begin this Sunday afternoon at 1, right here on the radio station you grew up with. Music Radio 138. Oh,
Right. Mm-hmm. Don't do that, Vinny. And don't do this.
what the hell's going on here?
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, well, isn't it the last hour? We got another hour to do? Jeez, I thought we were almost finished. Good golly, Miss Molly.
See, he was excited about doing the first week, too. Then somewhere along the way, the countdown gets a little mundane.
Oh, yeah.
So much work he does. It takes him like 30 minutes to record the whole show.
Somewhere along the way, the countdown gets a little bit, how you say, monotonous.
Good golly,
Or
Miss
maybe,
Mully.
maybe even ponderous.
Right. So don't do that. And also, don't do this.
Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous. Fucking ponderous. Hi, this is Casey Kasem. American Top 40 has moved to a new time. I hope you'll join me this Saturday morning and every Saturday morning at 2. 2?
Yeah, you got to appreciate. You got to appreciate any time that you're put on any station, all right?
Not if you're him.
Right.
When you move back to 2, it's time to hang it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be on at 2 in the morning. He thinks he's more of a 3 in the morning kind of guy, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't like 2. Doesn't like that time slot.
Like 8 to noon. That's perfect for him.
So don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, or that, and don't do this.
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand,
That's what we put-
whether we have kids or pets or neither.
This will be a big part of the club countdown, don't you think, Terry?
Oh, yeah. Kids or pets or neither.
Yes.
It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right.
And here's what he writes.
Oh, jeez.
Dear Casey,
Nice way to
this
start it.
may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family.
Oh, jeez.
He was a little dog named Snuggles. But he was most certainly a part of... Let's come start again.
Oh, jeez.
From coming out of the record.
Sure, Casey,
Play
whatever
the
you say.
record, okay?
Yeah, right. I got it.
Please.
Oh, okay, wait 1 second. I'm queuing it up.
See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man,
easy
it's
enough.
impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone?
I'll get him right away.
Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a f***ing up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication.
Hey, Don's on the phone.
Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week.
They're in a sealed envelope.
This is last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
Yeah, don't do that either.
What happens?
He makes a good point, though.
Just lost
It's a
it.
great point, but he's 5'2", and that's not right.
That is called a radio meltdown. Someday you'll experience one yourself.
Jeez.
All right. I have one about 6 times a day. But I have them on the air, not behind the scenes.
Right.
Behind the scenes, I'm as nice as a kitten,
Yeah,
Terry.
or Pussycat.
That's right.
Oh, perfect.
I say kitten, you say pussycat, whatever you prefer.
I like Pussycat.
Right. Schwager?
Hello, T.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, Schwager. How was your weekend?
Well, I found out that this your seniors at South.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
This what?
Our sentiments exactly.
I just found out that the seniors at South got their prom off campus, and I didn't.
The seniors at South got their prom off campus, and and you had to have yours in the gym at the high school.
No, not in the gym.
Right.
In the lunchroom.
In the lunchroom. And this matters to you why? You weren't any kind of big to-do at your prom anyway. You were just there by yourself.
Well, it's just the principle of the thing, okay? You know, if it's the last dance of your year in high school, you know, blah, blah, blah,
That was
whatever.
last year. It's time to
I
move
know,
on
but
from high
it
school.
just gets me a bit, okay? Because this is the first time, and who knows?
Listen to me.
Who knows when?
Listen to me carefully. Shut up and listen. Everyone has a little trouble moving on from high school. Usually those are the people that enjoyed high school. But if you are one that is still having trouble removing yourself from high school after a full year has now passed, that is when the problems begin. All right?
I'm
not done yet. Everyone has trouble getting high school out of the blood for the first few months of your freshman year of college. Those that carry it a full year and beyond, those are the ones that you have to worry about and ultimately become big-time, hang-on to high school losers. Now, don't add that to your loser resume. You have no more room on your resume for any more loser qualities.
Chock full.
All right? You are chock full of loser qualities. And hanging on to the high school day loser quality, you have no room for it.
I am not hanging on to high school day. Okay?
Yes, you are.
I'm just a little ticked.
Why? Let it go. That's
Just a little ticked.
most people who are over high school wouldn't be ticked and don't care.
Why do you care? Why do you care?
I have no idea, really.
All right.
Yeah. Nor do we.
Yes, because you had nothing else to do with your weekend. That's why you care.
Yeah.
You did nothing else?
What? I mean, did you do anything this weekend, Schwager?
Just study for my math final this in an hour and a half,
Well, you better do very well, since you took all weekend to study for it.
which I didn't really study for.
What'd you do then?
To tell you the truth, I have no idea.
All right. Just one big blur.
I think his
You were
whole
wasted,
life,
right?
Yeah. I think his whole life is one big blur.
No, I was not wasted. My mom was thinking of going over to Spokane for a few weeks, and so she stopped by to go through her stuff that she stored in my apartment.
All right.
That's it, huh?
And also, I've been getting some weird calls on my cell phone.
That's what you did with your weekend.
Not normally.
It's just
But-
John.
It was like a
okay?
girl who called me.
No, I'm getting like these weird phone calls from like one elderly guy that was from a 502 area code, and then some lady from a 216 area code.
Yeah, same guy.
Hey, that would be me, don't you know?
Don't you
Hey,
know?
Slager, are you taking a flyby from the new Fairchild Air Force Base? Or were you learning how to get on the flight and fly out of town on the
That's a great
new
question.
Navy plane that they got over there
Yes.
flying out?
I was thinking the same thing I was afraid to ask.
Hey, T-Man, I got some important information. Will you please put me on hold? I didn't want to talk to that loser.
You don't want to talk to Schwager? You want to be
I
on
don't wanna
hold
talk
for a
to the-
change?
Because he
I
has
do
some
not
important
want to talk to the
information.
loser.
He's afraid-
I got
he's a-
some very important information.
He's afraid some of Schwager's loser qualities may rub off on him.
Oh,
Boy.
yeah.
Rub
It's
me
He might
the
become a
wrong way,
loser.
rub me the right way. I don't
Wow.
know. But right now, I'm not in the mood to talk to Swagger. Please put me on hold.
What kind of big-time information do you have that you need to be on hold to tell Pasty or whatever you need to do?
Well, I just found out my brother. I didn't just find this out.
Oh,
It
just-
happened last Wednesday, but
Well, I don't
I
wanna put
tried
words
to
in your
hold
mouth.
back on the air about what happened. My brother got carjacked. The police called us within the last 15 minutes and told me that the car has been found, and I need.
Well, your phone's
to
ringing
get
right
home.
now. Maybe you should take that call.
Well, I'm at home. I'm in that home. I'm at work right now. So
Right.
I cannot answer the phone.
Well, what are you doing now, John? Where are you going to work? What are you doing on a...
Well, I'm at work right now.
I understand.
As you can hear, as I put up.
Yeah,
the
I can
phone,
hear. Right, that's what work sounds like. Very business-like sounding phone. And what do you do?
He works for a telephone.
I can't answer. Put me on hold, please.
No.
Please.
I want to know what you do. I want to know where you're working now. Well, you don't have to tell me specifically. Just give me an idea of what you're doing.
Oh, hold
Are you working as a telemarketer or what?
I bet he's just near a big thing of payphones.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because
payphones
that sounded like a
that.
payphone.
Well, that is my boss calling me right now.
Right. I'm
And
sure.
I need to. T-Man, put me on hold, please.
Boss of what? Was that John?
You do
Yes.
that for a living?
Mm-hmm.
He's
Are they
hoping
hiring?
that if he
just said the-
cusses,
he just said the F word
yeah,
on the
but
air.
he hopes that if he does that, then you'll put him on hold.
John. I'm not putting you on hold. We want to listen to everything that goes on there. John.
He's there.
Okay, you want half pepperoni?
Oh, just-
Pineapple green pepper?
Wow, they do it this early. That's great. I love that place.
I get it done.
Good morning, Shanty. John. Oh, Jean.
Is it to go or
Jean. Well, he's gone. All right.
Oh, his boss was calling him.
Right.
You know.
His
I
boss.
had to do some valuable work.
Yes.
What a waste of a minute.
Well, and how long have you been a waste of?
Wow.
About 20 years.
Yes.
Wow, all 20, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Never 1 year where, boy, this is worth it. Having swagger.
Swagger?
Yes.
All right, so no real memories of the weekend of any kind of lasting...
Just that damn
nature.
prom.
Right.
Well,
the damn
I'm just-
prom problems.
I'm just planning on. I'm trying to right now plan what I'm going to do for the week and a half I got off before summer classes. So
Oh boy.
Yeah, the OC season is coming to an end, right?
No, it already did.
Well, I mean,
Well,
the
for him.
Olympic College, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Marissa
well, I'm
died. It was
doing,
terrible.
Yeah,
I'm taking
me
summer
too.
classes. So
You're taking summer classes. All right,
Yes.
so it's a never-ending kind of cycle for you. All right, very good.
intro to physics.
He's got a week and a half off, though, so...
So your freshman year of college is pretty much in the books. Can you believe that, Terry?
Wow.
No.
Oh yeah, I've learned a lot.
Nothing's
here.
really changed.
Zero.
You haven't even gotten this freshman year. Not even a woman has entered his world to even flick it or something,
I
Terry.
know. The only thing that has changed is that he's living on his own. That's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah, that is progress.
Well, I
Actually.
did have a girl dance with her randomly on Friday, but
But
that's
is
about
he really living on his own with
No,
his mom
Mom's
coming
there.
over for 2 days just to? Well, has he? What did he say she did over the weekend?
To go through her stuff because
Right.
she's going to Spokane for a couple of weeks.
it. Yeah, she's going to go see her dad and my brother.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to need this shirt, this pipe.
Okay. Very nice.
These jeans.
These heat lamps.
All right, Schwags. You got to step it up, though. I mean, before you know it, sophomore year will pass, and then so on and so on, and
Well, I'll be going to UW in 2008.
whatever. Get laid. Have sex.
Why does
Find a
everybody
woman.
keep on saying that? This is the thing.
It's important,
same thing
'cause-
the neighbors
'cause-
keep on telling me to do.
There you go, because no one in this world, especially your apartment building, is safe until you get laid.
They won't let you into UW without it.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I already checked the requirements. Okay, I know what I need to get in UW.
Well, if you didn't read the fine print, a used condom proving that you had some kind of relations is a must. All right? Very good. All right.
That's why I couldn't get in.
That's why Andy.
Stephen always flushed him. He was told to do. There he goes.
You have to at least touch a boob, I think, right? Before you can get in?
Yeah, that's one of the bare minimum
Yeah.
requirements at UW. They will provide someone at an interview if you go.
Oh.
You ever interview to get to a college, Terry? No.
No, I didn't.
You ever hear of such a thing, Stephen?
I actually did.
Right. You interviewed?
Well, I mean, I had to reapply, and they interviewed me when I reapplied.
Personally, like face to face?
Face to face, yeah.
Did you ever interview?
I had to, too.
Did you?
Yeah, my
At
mom
the
made me go
PLU.
for one interview, and that was just a disaster.
It's torture.
I think I fell asleep in the middle of it.
You said, right.
Right. Got it. Sure. That hurt.
The T-Man.
Well, for the race at the box office, waking up may be hard to do, but it's profitable in Hollywood.
You right there? So busy with John on the phone that you're losing what's track of what's going
Yeah,
on? or
no,
what?
sorry, I was
Okay.
He's trying
a little
to get
distracted there on the break.
I know.
Whoa, breathe heavy.
You had to move over to the computer chair. He's out of breath.
Well, for the race at the box office, breaking up may be hard to do, but it's profitable in Hollywood. The Breakup, starring Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston, debuted at #1 this weekend. It
Saw it.
brought in about $38 million. Last week's
And?
record set.
And what? I saw it.
Okay.
I liked it.
Did you?
My wife loved it.
Really? Because it didn't get very many good reviews.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. That's actually
right.
probably
No,
a
I
good sign.
understand that.
I liked it. You know, I liked it. I was like, let me give you my reaction. Let me give you my analysis based on the tone of my voice. I liked it.
It was cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My wife loved it.
Really?
Oh, so good. That was so good. I hope they wind up together.
They are.
Yes. Well, actually, in real life and in the movie.
Are they kind of breaking up? Is that kind of
It's kinda unclear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that too.
What sort of snack did you enjoy during the movie?
I did.
Oh.
Had the medium popcorn. Had the,
with the little
Medium.
gotta have the cherry ice.
Medium popcorn. Who gets that?
Buddy.
That was actually
That's the sucker popcorn.
that was actually me being very hungry, because usually I go kitty small.
Really?
Yes, I go usually small, but I can't do much more than small.
Well, for 50 cents more, they can give you, 17 times the amount.
It's a better value.
And plus free refills.
But I also got a pizza at the theater this time.
Oh.
Gotta have the theater pizza.
How was
whole
the theater
pizza?
Let me tell you.
It was great.
Yeah, they give you a whole pie.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a huge
You just sit-
pizza. That's right.
Just sit it on your lap.
You just put it above your head, take it to the theater.
Right.
Well, there are certain theaters that make pizza. They're not that big.
Wow.
It's like the ones you get at the baseball game or something, right?
More or less.
Personalized.
Yeah, sooner or later,
Personal.
they're going to come around and start giving you shish kabaris at the theater, just like at the ballpark.
Yeah.
So did you, as Pasty had said, there was a guy that brings you your...
No, not this theater.
Not this
I had to get it myself. Cherry ice.
Yeah.
Bottled water.
Whoa.
Medium
Whoa,
popcorn.
lots of drink.
Medium popcorn. Angela got a bag of Jolly Ranchers and help
Ranchers.
her with her morning sickness. And,
Yeah, that's helping really good, is it? Does
well,
it?
she needs something to suck on.
Yeah.
Oh, here, take care of this. Oh, not in the theater? All right. Here's some Jolly Ranchers. So,
They sell that in the theater, Jolly Ranchers?
Yeah, and the big...
It doesn't seem like something that you would, pop in your mouth, though, throughout the whole show.
Well, maybe not you. Maybe if you were pregnant, you would.
Yeah, he didn't. She did.
This is not something she normally does, but it helped her with her morning sickness.
Well, that's the point. I mean,
Plus at night.
the point was it takes a lot of sucking to get through the whole bag of Jolly Ranchers,
That's
I would
right.
imagine, yeah.
Yes.
Can't slam
She's
through
a
it.
pretty good sucker, though. Why they got married? Anyhow,
So not going there.
That's quite the menu.
Boy, popcorn, pizza, soda, and an icy?
let me see what I had. Let me start from the beginning again.
Jeez, what a
Bottled
menu.
water,
Oh, bottled
Yes,
water, right.
ooh,
cherry icy, pizza,
Oh, what?
bag of
what
Jolly
kind?
Ranchers, medium popcorn.
Yeah.
What kind of pizza?
Yeah.
It's regular.
Regular pizza.
Cheese, pepperoni.
Cheese. Yeah, they usually
Oh.
put cheese. That's usually the regular
I know, but did you have
occurrence.
pepperoni?
Oh, the cheese. No, no pepperoni.
Okay, so it's just a cheese pizza.
Those were the two options: pepperoni or regular.
Oh, okay.
Or cheese, if you want to
Okay,
call it
all
that.
right.
But regular assumes cheese, don't you think?
Yes,
Alleged cheese.
I
Let's
know
argue this
that.
for the next 3 hours.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, regular,
I didn't know they had a plethora of pizza
unleaded,
flavors.
unleaded pizza. And so let me see if that's
Jolly
that covers it all.
So for your dessert, it was Jolly Ranchers, too?
I didn't touch a Jolly Rancher. But
What did you have for dessert? Ice cream or something?
let me think if I had anything else.
A
Bonbons?
Dove bar?
Dove bites?
Dumb bites.
I had my cherry ice was like my dessert. But
Oh,
anyway,
right.
Because he had
Oh,
the
it
bottle
melted
of
by
water
the time you went through
first.
everything else.
right? Huh?
He's Stephen, he's all
Oh,
stressed.
you guys don't care about the movie.
He's
All these
so
guys care about is the
Yeah.
all these guys care about is the food.
I know. I'm like, so tell me about the
Did the
movie.
people at the counter say, where's your 6 kids that you're buying all this for?
Yes,
I mean, that's a lot for one person.
As a matter of fact, that's the exact words they used.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Did you go to the movies over the weekend, Stephen?
Me, I did not, no.
Oh, jeez. Did he do anything exciting?
You just ate like that.
I did eat like that, yeah. I go to the theater just to buy the food and
then
don't
go
go to
home.
the movie. Yeah.
I'm going to need this to go. If I could, please.
You wish the theater had a drive-up window?
Just keep my refill bag and keep going back.
Right?
Stephen would be so in heaven if that happened.
If what, the theater had a drive-up window?
Yes.
Just for the food?
Yes.
Jesus.
Right.
Every day after work.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So you get an extra side cup of buttery topping?
Side cup. Jesus.
Was there a highlight of your weekend, Stephen? Beside the fact that you got to spend another weekend with your wife and son?
Let's see. Well, we were up at the cabin this weekend.
Ah.
So that was kind of fun.
How does he do in the cabin there? You guys...
He seems to do okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's good. Get him out there.
That's right.
That lovely air.
Last week's record-setting #1 X-Men: The Last Stand came in second this week.
It was a shocker to movie industry people that Date movie or the breakup. What is it called? Yeah, the breakup. Yeah, I should probably know. I saw it. The breakup beat
X-Men.
X-Men, even though it was X-Men second week. The X-Men movie did so well in the first week that they assumed it would still, even though it would have a big drop-off, would beat the breakup. But it did not. The combination of your Jennifer Aniston and your Vince Vaughn was number uno.
Who was the
Theater
guy?
was packed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Everybody laughing along with you?
Along with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I led them in laughter. I said, this is a good spot for us to laugh. You ready? All right, here we go.
You sit in the front row?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
in the very front row.
Mhm.
Yeah. Your head cocked way back.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Terry, I don't think the word
Oh,
that your ears can be aired.
Oh.
Anyway.
Boy, pizza and popcorn.
That's a lot.
They want to go back.
That's great.
Wow, I'm surprised I was able to do enough to impress you guys with the movie food.
I've never gone pizza.
Well,
That's Honcho's new thing.
I never go pizza either, but this theater happens to have pizza. You introduce pizza in a theater, I'm good.
That's awesome.
Was it decent pizza?
It was good. That was fine.
For the theater.
That was fine. And,
So the movie,
I
though,
take the pizza and I
itself,
fold it kind of in like a little cup and then dump the popcorn on top of it and just take it
No, you don't.
as a topping.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Man, I feel like you were right there with me. Anyway.
But would you recommend the movie?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you're looking for a
Date.
cute little date kind of movie, yeah.
Good.
I wouldn't recommend two guys going to see it.
No,
Unless
I
you
know
have
that.
You need at least two seats in between you.
Right.
One seat is not enough
2 rows.
for how gay that would seem. You may need a minimum of 2 rows in between you.
But as far as a date movie.
Oh, a
it's
date
perfect.
movie, there's very few better date movies than this kind of movie.
Good.
Because anyone who's had any kind of relationship of any kind can relate to the kind of little bickering fights that they were having.
Pasty's out.
He's not taking anybody to that.
Casey, you may want to take Sissy to this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sure you can relate to some of the conversations they had with some that you've had with Sissy on a little family vacation. You know, day number 9 of your 12-day family vacation. You and Sissy not seeing eye to eye one night in the hotel room together. And you may have had these kind of moments.
All right.
All right.
He'll take that into consideration.
It earned almost $34 million the second week out. And Over the Hedge, holding strong, #3, the animated comedy, earned almost $21 million.
Wow, it's a big weekend at the box office. Da Vinci Code didn't even finish in the top 3, and it still made $20 million.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty big movie weekend. Now I'm up to page 350 in the Da Vinci Code.
Are
now,
ya?
Terry. Yes.
How many are left?
So I'm going to get through it. I have about 130 left.
Wow, that's a lot of pages.
I'll get through it before the movie leaves the theaters.
Oh, good.
That's my goal.
You'll be ready for part 2.
I want to see it on the last day.
Good.
And I'm also reading Over the Hedge. Yes. A lot of pictures, very easy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big words.
Sure. Especially good book for this
I'm
guy.
leaving work, heading home over to after the graveyard shift. I'm T-Man. I'm noticing this about the top of the 7 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
We need to give away Summer Jam 2006
That's correct.
tickets.
But before we do, John, you have to let us know.
Passes
Yes.
and $50,000
Absolutely.
if they have a chance to qualify.
I'm glad you have it down there, John. Way to read off the cue cards. Now, I still am curious. Every once in a while, John's calls start to dwindle because he gets a job for a couple of weeks. Doesn't last long.
Right.
He's usually in and out of a new place of employment in about 3 or 4 weeks. That's the going rate on how long he can keep and hold a job.
But in the last segment, you heard the phone ringing. I had an emergency emergency, I have to go.
Right.
But I'm driving past the station in about...
No, you're not going to the station. You're
7
worthless.
minutes.
You're worthless here at the station. Don't come down to the station. It's just a nightmare when you show up here, okay?
Well, and you have to get
Okay,
home.
you can only Rex when you can Rex it.
That sounds right. Now, go home and sleep off this hard work day that you put in. But I'm curious to know where your new place of business is. Where are you working? What are you doing? What kind of work are you holding down these days?
I'm still in the telecommunication business. I'm working right across the bridge from you where you are broadcasting from, T-Man.
We almost ran out of breath on that one.
Always right.
But unfortunately, I got an emergency. I got to get home, so I've asked my supervisor, as you heard in the last segment, the phone's ringing because I had it covered to get the hell out of here.
Oh, so you're on a
so
shift.
I can go and do what I have to do to take care of business for my family.
So you're in like week 2 of a new job, and you're already asking your boss if you could leave early because of a
What do you
family
mean,
emergency.
week 2?
Well, that's what it seems like, because, I mean, you went a good...
Okay, well, we'll play
good
along. Yeah, it's week 2.
Yeah, right. You went a good 4 months between your last job and this job.
Well, I tell you what, T-Man, I'm going to come down, I'm going to strip my boxers out in front of your station as I drive past it every day, and you'll see what I got, and hanging out. And I tell you what, let's play a game that we call, not looking at T-Man the Slong, but we look at John Slong out in the middle of Elliot across from the Champagne
Elliot,
Cafe.
yes.
I'll be there in approximately 8 minutes.
He knows all the words in the English language. He just doesn't pronounce any one of them right.
He has trouble nailing some of them.
And
All of them.
Yeah.
But what happened to the family emergency? Hurry, I got to get home. But he's got enough time to.
What? He's got his
He's got
brother
plenty of
who's been
time to-
carjacked.
Right.
That's the good excuse to give your boss these days. That's the excuse du jour, ladies and gentlemen. If you're trying to get out of work early sometime this week,
really happened.
my brother got carjacked is the way to go this week, according to John. He's setting the path to that.
Well, you call the Des Moines Police Department and give my name and my mother's name. You'll find out it's a true story.
All right, we
It's
will.
not made up.
We will. We'll find out exactly what time.
Well, ask Terry Free. She's got a husband who's a goddamn police officer.
He's not a Des
That's
Moines
sick
police
of
officer.
But he could help us
Weapon
call.
of mass destruction right between the legs every day.
Weapons of mass destruction.
But with this being such an emergency, why does he have time to,
Chat with us and throw his
sit-
boxers
yeah,
outside of the station.
Yeah,
Terry.
and sit outside in the middle of the street?
Right.
Well, Terry,
Not much of
Terry,
an
you're-
emergency.
Terry, your husband is a Seattle police officer. The car was carjacked in Tukwila, and the Des Moines Police Department found the car, called my mother.
Right.
My mother called me here at work.
Sure.
Oh, you guys.
What? We're listening.
I'll be by the station.
The one-
Dave.
Yeah, right.
Stand by.
The one time we're actually listening to him, he gets angry.
Yeah.
Oh, you go right.
He's
Okay.
like, White, I can't
Right?
continue making this up.
I know. He's like, where's all the interruptions?
All right. There it is. There's John. He did say one thing that actually made a little sense.
What's that?
It's time to give away some Summer Jam tickets. 1-866-663-T-Man. You heard T.I. played in the last hour, and I'm excited he's going to be there at Summer Jam this year, Terry.
Yeah.
Because he has some pretty hot videos on right now. There's a girl in his video. What was I watching? One that was on an island. Which one was that
The Hawaiian one.
Oh, is it a Hawaiian island? Well, it didn't matter. I wasn't trying to figure out where they were.
Yeah. I saw the interview.
There's one
afterwards.
babe in that video. It's pretty big time. That's not the one we just played, though. What?
I have no idea which one.
Okay.
But he has some hot chicks in his video.
I'm excited about T.I. being there, Terry, because he's got some. I like artists with good videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he'll bring some of them chicks
Sometimes
with
they
him?
travel with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Bring that girl.
Sometimes they're in their entourage.
Right.
We want that girl
Yeah.
backstage at Summer Jam.
All right.
So, maybe not the second, but between now and 7:30, Summer Jam tickets for this Monday morning must go.
Woo. Ow.
That gives you access to the backstage barbecue where you can share a nice piece of pot roast with T.I.
Sure.
Yes, because nothing like a good pot roast at a barbecue, right, Steve?
Hey, you can have pot roast anytime.
Yes, if you can have pizza at a theater, you can have pot roast at a Summer Jam barbecue. Don't you know?
The T-Man.
Oh, you know that sound, Terry? It sounds to me like we are ready to give away some backstage barbecue pot roast.
Really?
For Summer Jam 2006. That's, of course, if we can all get there before Steven does. I understand he appreciates a nice pot roast. I mean, that's not really going on a limb. Does anyone have any knowledge? Does Steven like a nice pot roast? Anyone?
Well,
I think like is kind of underselling his feelings for pot roast.
I was recently reacquainted with it.
He has somewhat of an unhealthy, relationship with it.
Oh, well.
When he calls me and tells me about it on the way home from the Claim Jumper.
The Claim Jumper says a great pot roast.
So wait a minute. But that's not what pot roast is, like a home cook thing. You don't go out to a restaurant and get pot roast.
I agree.
Right.
They had it at Claim Jumper.
I understand they have it at certain places, Steven, but no one orders it.
And she brought it out. It looks like somebody wants lunch tomorrow, too, because it was so big. I'm like, screw you, I'm eating the whole thing.
She didn't know you very well, did she? She didn't. She underestimated you in a big way. Who the hell goes out and gets pot roast served to them, Terry?
He does.
Pot roast is a nice Sunday, late afternoon, early evening kind of. Your mom is over, or you're still hopefully living at home, and she makes you a nice pot roast, and then you tell her how horrible it was.
Right.
That's the beauty of the family kind of pot roast kind of thing.
This sucks.
You go out and you get pot roast at a restaurant? Who does that?
Steven
loves it. Absolutely loves
With
it.
the little baby carrots and the baby potatoes?
Oh, yeah, they were more than baby potatoes.
And he's sitting there feasting on pot roast at a restaurant?
It was on top of a bed of mashed potatoes, and they had the
Gravy.
red roasted
Weird
ones, too.
guy.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it was just a
Strange man.
stab in the dark to order it, and I haven't looked back since.
Is it because you guys don't eat beef at home?
We don't eat beef at home, no. So
The reason for that is?
because my wife doesn't eat it.
But she's willing to eat it with you at a restaurant.
Well, she doesn't eat the pot. She didn't eat the pot roast.
I understand, but why can't you make yourself pot roast at home if you love it so much?
It takes forever.
So you put it in early before you leave and slow cook it all day?
What
I
else
just
do you
think
have to
it was
do?
weird if it's on a menu. Why? I don't know why it's weird to order something.
Nobody orders pot roast at a restaurant.
Okay.
It's a dumb item to order.
It's unheard of.
A dumb item to order. Okay.
Absolutely. It's absurd.
It's like something you've had 1,000 times when you're a kid, right?
There are a lot of things that are on menus you just don't order.
It's like old people food. It's like our parents love a nice pot roast.
Exactly. A 78-year-old man maybe orders a pot roast.
Are you telling me that you guys don't love a good pot roast?
Don't. Out.
I'll eat pot roast if my mom makes it. It's the only time I ever have pot
We
roast.
do it at home.
My mom flies out to Seattle. She makes a pot roast. I'm good.
I have done it at home, too. I ordered the Claim Jumper,
I would never even think of ordering a pot roast at a restaurant.
Right.
It's not a restaurant item.
It's a home thing.
It's like a medium dish at best. It's like, meh.
Keep your pot roast. Bring me out a cheeseburger.
Why order that? You can make it at home.
Well, that's more of a restaurant item.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting this now? Don't order pot roast in a restaurant again. And then
I'll order what I want to eat, actually. How about that?
No, you won't. And then after you do it.
Can't wait till Sport has pot roast.
You're right. Then after you do it, never going to happen. After you do it, don't call Hopscotch and tell him all about how great it was. It sounds like he's not interested.
Okay.
All right.
I won't call anybody anymore.
Especially since he's bringing it up on the air, kind of making fun of you about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Well, not only that, but then I get to hear about him heading home for leftovers.
You had leftovers?
I thought you said he didn't have leftovers.
Yeah, I thought you
I did.
Apparently your eyes are bigger than your stomach, as my
guess
dad used to
so.
say.
Yeah, oh yeah, every parent has said that.
Pot roast in a restaurant. Pot roast for the pot belly, Terry. I guess it goes hand in hand.
It does.
Oh, I didn't like that one. A lot of silence there.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't get it.
The only person, aside from you, that may appreciate a nice pot roast in a mediocre restaurant is this guy.
I would kill for a pot roast right now.
Oh, God, he loves it.
Yes, but his stomach stapled down to the size it is, Terry, can't even fit one of those baby carrots.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Stomach is
He's got to cut that in half and call it a meal.
I can't eat beef.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
All right, well,
geez.
let's not get into that. President Bush is on the case. Did you read this morning, Terry?
I heard something about
Where is
it.
that where is that? I saw it in the paper this morning. Let me see here. Let's see how. On Saturday, President Bush backed a resolution to amend the Constitution to define marriage as a union between strictly a man and a woman. Woman. He's right on with that, Terry.
About time.
It's about time.
Two men can't love each other.
Yes, they can.
Rosie and her girlfriend on the courthouse steps with legal documents. Come on. What is this world coming to?
That is so gay.
Gayer than that, except pot roast at a restaurant.
I take the pot roast over marriage right now.
Why does it sound like you're on the road this morning?
Yeah, where are you going?
Where could you possibly be going?
Coming back from is the question.
Oh, jeez.
Let's not go there.
It was a big
really.
Craigslist successful night.
Homo hijinks.
He's going home to ice his ass.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have an appointment at 8 o'clock.
What kind?
An appointment for what? To get your
Unemployment.
Unemployment? What does that mean?
They're interviewing him again, saying,
You
know.
really don't have a job again? All this time?
Steven, I can't walk.
Oh, wait, I can now, but
I can't.
that was such a great excuse.
Yeah.
He's trying to get more of an extension, probably.
Why? What does that mean? You have an appointment for unemployment?
I have to take this class that keeps my benefit year.
They give you a class to keep your unemployment benefits going?
Okay, here's the couch, and you sit on it.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours straight.
Yes, now put your hand down your pants and watch TV.
Yeah. Preferably Maury Povich or Montel Williams.
What kind of class would you be taking in order to keep... He'll do whatever. He'll work his ass off.
To stay unemployed.
To stay unemployed.
I know.
He's so motivated to stay unemployed.
He's exhausted from working so hard staying unemployed.
Yes.
What kind of class are you going to take to stay unemployed?
Oh, man.
Huh? Where is he?
He hung up.
He hung up.
Where'd he hang up?
Well, he's having a special on pot roast. He drove by someplace with a big sign out front.
Yeah.
Now, where do you go to get your pot roast?
Well, they sell it at QFC, too.
No, but when you go out to restaurants to buy your pot roast.
The restaurant I had a pot roast at was the Claim Jumper.
Oh, yeah. That place gives you big portions,
they
Terry.
do.
Oh, you want to feast.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Probably feed my whole family on just the one serving of...
Right.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, jeez.
Not your family. Most families.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's good stuff. I'll take you there someday.
That sounds like a fun night out.
Are you buying?
I'll buy.
Woohoo!
You'll all get pot roast
Not
and love
sitting there with Kilworth eating pot roast.
Jesus.
Or anything, for that matter.
Why don't you just make it the early bird special while you're at it?
I'll wait till I'm in the home for pot roast.
Send you with Grandma Janice. Oh, wait, you passed away.
Jello for dessert?
Oh, boy.
She would have loved a good pot roast at a restaurant, Terry. But she was 92 at the time! Man, what an embarrassment. When do you start realizing, okay, I do embarrassing things? Yes, ordering pot roast at a restaurant. How old are you now? Mid-30s? Mid-30s. Embarrassing. You don't do that.
Okay.
What are you doing? You insane?
Not sure why they have it on the menu then, but...
You keep saying that.
If people aren't supposed to order it, why put it on the menu?
Oh, it's like going in circles.
Well, you can't answer. You have not answered that question.
There are a lot of things on the menu that you don't get. It's not restaurant appropriate, especially given your age range. And
well, why do they put it on? That's my question. You're not answering.
Seniors love it.
That's why it's on the menu.
Right.
For old people.
Old, crusty people.
All right.
But I don't know. Why is it on?
Well, you never answered the question. He kept on saying there's some things you just don't order. That's what he kept saying. He didn't answer it.
Fits into his profile.
Yeah.
Might as well just speed up the clock and make him a 78-year-old man.
Yeah.
He kind of wants to be, it sounds like.
Is that what you want to be? Because we can make that happen.
Sure. If it makes you happy.
Oh, jeez.
Would it make you happy? All right, let's move on. Anyway.
Yeah, because then you would have missed out on Ben growing up. And
here I am making jokes about the backstage barbecue having pot roast, and Steven's like starting to salivate.
I know he is. You just bring up pot roast.
Would it be appropriate if we had pot roast backstage at Summer Jam for the barbecue, Steven?
Well, it's usually not a barbecue food, I wouldn't think.
Okay. Now you are starting to identify where pot roast is and is not acceptable.
Okay. But if they had it, I'm sure it would be fine.
Big family gathering in your home, pot roast works. Restaurants, barbecues, Summer Jam. Not really a time and place for pot roast. Okay, I'm glad we can go through this and make it clear for you.
Well, I had the Summer Jam thing down. I knew it probably was not appropriate there.
I didn't realize pot roast was such a complex issue.
I didn't either, but apparently
I thought
it
it
is.
was pretty cut and dry. Like the one my mom makes. Anyhow.
Wow.
Pretty dry.
Really?
That's right.
Jeez. No gravy over it or anything?
Yeah, more A1, Ma. I know you're not supposed to put it on pot roast, but bring it on. Yeah, anyhow.
Something to drown out this concoct the taste.
Okay.
Oh,
The Summer
good.
Jam tickets right here, right now.
Really?
That means 2 tickets, Terry?
Yes.
That means 2 backstage passes. Those are the limited backstage passes. Those are the ones that get you backstage for the backstage barbecue, and then you're sent on your way. All right,
Those will
you're
be
not
the
gonna.
ones I get too.
No, they're not quite as good as the ones you get. Don't downplay.
If I get that.
Don't downplay the backstage passes you get. Now, I didn't realize that they were shooing you off stage on certain occasions in previous years. You should have told me.
The big sign that says "Common Folk with the Arrow." That's where we go.
I'm telling you, Steve, we can all.
Well, when you have pot roast juice on your face, Steven, sometimes it's not appropriate for you to backstage mingling with the other people. But anyhow, Terry, this year, I promise you, now that you've made it aware to me, now you've made me aware of the situation, I will make sure you get an all-access pass this year.
All access.
Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
Not just a working.
I mean, it'll have John's name on it. But still,
I know. Probably
we'll let you
will.
borrow it.
Right.
You'll steal it from one of the Hot Patrol. But
Yeah,
other than
I
that,
know.
I'll have to get it from Greg the Internet Cat, but it'll work none the same.
Dude, I want to keep mine if you don't mind.
That is. What about Diana the Magic?
I want to keep mine if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. And look it
I
up.
want to keep mine if you don't mind.
Amber.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I was calling to see if I could get tickets to Summer Jam.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds very cute.
Sounds like your Summer Jam sound. Is that what you're getting at, Terry?
Yeah. Sounds like she's ready to go.
What'd you do this weekend, Amber?
I actually went down to Belltown Billiards.
Really? How'd that work out for you?
It was fun.
Was
Had a few
there...
Long Island iced teas. And
Yeah, a couple of Long Island iced teas. Was there ever a moment that you had your back pressed up against a pool table?
Not quite.
Mm-hmm. How late did you stay at Belltown Billiards?
Probably till like 1:30. I had to have a friend come pick me up because I couldn't drive.
So you drove yourself there.
I met some friends there, yeah, and then they left me.
They left you because they had to get home before 1:30. And you stayed and called another friend to pick you up. A guy friend?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so drunk. Can you come pick me up, please?
Yeah, that's a difficult call to have to deal with, right?
Yeah.
I'm drunk at the club. Can you pick me up and take me home? Is this a true story, Terry? She's just giving us a story that she knows would work well with her trying to secure her tickets to Summer Jam.
I actually believe her story.
She's trying to make herself out to be an easy mark when really she's a prude trying to weasel her way into free tickets to Summer Jam, Terry. Because it's a great story.
It is a good
The fact that she calls some guy. We all know what that means.
Right,
She's letting her... Oh, don't worry. I'll just call Mark. He'll take me home.
Mark's the supposed safe friend, is he?
Who's this guy you called to pick you up?
Actually, he's a coworker, but he's married and
Of course he is.
Called a married man to come
At
pick
1:30
your
in the morning.
wasted ass
honey,
up?
I have to go to the store.
Yeah. And how did he get out of
some
the
pot
house?
roast.
Yeah.
His wife loved that.
Where
Yeah,
was his
sure.
wife when you called him at 1:30 in the morning to pick your ass up?
No, she was there.
She was there.
And she
Yeah,
was
her-
cool with that.
No, we're friends. She knows who I am.
You're all a big circle of friends.
But still,
Well,
she was...
I mean, we're not tight or
And you're-
anything.
oh,
but
geez.
we know each
Well,
other.
after screwing around so much, how could you be? Now,
No.
Yeah.
when Mark came to pick you up, I don't know why I'm calling him Mark, Terry, but when
I
he...
know, but that's his name,
Let's
right?
call him Mark, yeah. When Mark came to pick you up, and was his wife in the car with him, or was she stayed at home sound asleep, or what was the situation there?
No, she stayed home. I don't know if she was.
She stayed home, and he picked you up, and he drove you back to your joint.
Yes.
And you live in an apartment? You live in a house? Where do you live?
A house.
A house alone?
No, I have a roommate.
A roommate. You and one other girl?
Yeah.
You and one other girl live in a house.
Yes.
Mark comes, leaves his wife in bed, goes out to Belltown Billiards to pick you up. He comes inside for a second, or just waits out front and waits for you to stagger out?
He walked me to the door to make sure I could make it.
No, but when he picks you up at Belltown Billiards, does he go inside the club, or he just drives up front and you're waiting out there for him?
Oh, no, I was waiting at my car in the parking lot, so he...
Oh, that's
met
right.
me at
You
my
had your car there. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he picked your car up the next day.
Did Mark drive you to your car the next day?
No, my roommate did.
Then why couldn't you have called your roommate to come pick you up? You just had to call the married guy?
No, because she stayed at home. She was watching my son, so I didn't want to have her...
Oh, but you'd rather have a married guy leave his
Did
wife
Mark
at
figure
home.
you in the car on the ride home or not? That's what Terry's getting at here.
The friends that I was with that I met there, they should have given me a ride home.
But she's totally missing my point. It's a married guy.
Is it Mark's baby?
But they're all friends, Terry.
And the wife
That's
stayed
a
at
tough
home
sell
in
at 1:30 to
bed.
tell your wife.
I would like to see your wife say, "Okay, honey, go get the drunk coworker."
That's a tough
I would
sell.
like to see Hotshot's wife, or even
Hey, I'll be right
Anybody,
back. I gotta
yeah.
go pick up this drunk chick
come
real
on.
quick.
If that happened in my house, well, stay at your little friend's house. Have
But
a good time.
she's as close.
Hell no.
She's as closer with this wife of Mark.
No, she's not. She barely knows her.
She said they're all friends.
She says we're not that tight.
You said that
Well, it's not like I go and hang out over at their house.
Then why are
every
you
night or
calling
something.
him?
So when Mark picked you up, what happened?
He picked me up and drove me home and walked me to my house or my door and left.
Did he go inside for a couple of seconds
No.
to make sure there were no villains inside?
No.
He just dropped you at the door.
Yes.
There was never a hand laid upon one another.
No.
Right.
I gave him a hug goodbye. That was it.
With a reach around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
With
I
a
was
zipper.
very thankful because it was very nice of him to do that.
Yeah.
Just hugging her going, this just feels right.
So,
Did he give him road skull on the drive to your place or what?
Yes.
Did what?
and no.
Was there any oralizations going on in the car ride home?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Just-
that-
No, he's just no. We're just friends. We've been friends for quite a while. So.
It's more than friends if you're
Yeah.
calling him at 1:30 in the morning knowing he's married to pick you up, and he does it. I mean, think about all those parts of the equation. You're able in your mind that you feel comfortable calling him to pick you up, a married guy at 1:30 in the morning. Then on top of that, he accepts the call, leaves his house to pick you up, and drives you to your apartment. When you put all that together, to drive you to your house, when you put that all together, you think us taking the next step to you and him doing something of a sexual nature is so far-fetched?
No, I guess it's not far-fetched, but nothing happened.
This time.
Yeah, have you had something with him before, did you say?
It's on its way, Stephen.
No.
It's getting there.
It's already gotten.
No.
It's been brought in, Terry. Come on.
It's amazing that this is the only friend you could possibly call.
No, actually, I called a couple other people before I called him.
Is Mark's wife like the very non-jealous type, the non-controlling or concerned really at all kind of woman, or what's the deal with her?
Yeah, no.
She's
for the
very
most
laid
part,
back and trusting.
That's too laid back.
That is
She's
way
like
too
the
late.
anti-Terry.
She's the anti-Terry?
God. She's the anti-Terry.
'Cause
She's
the
the
phone rings.
anti-Megan. She's the anti-Angela and the
I can do it.
anti-Amy.
The phone rings, and Terry's history is she starts choking her men at 1:30 in the morning. As soon as the phone rings.
I was a telemarketer.
It was just a telemark.
Get your hands off me.
But we already take the PI.
It was a wrong number. I mean, that's a pretty laid-back woman that Mark's married to there, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, she's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
How come
She was
didn't
not
come
happy,
get you?
by the way.
No, she wasn't. How come she didn't come get you?
Because she stayed home with their kids.
All right. Well, anyway,
Oh, that's interesting.
I just asked her what you did for the weekend. Anyhow, now she would like to go to summer jam, Terry. Only if you go with Mark.
He'll be with his wife. I don't know. If they're going.
But that's okay. You've taken him away from his wife before. Why not now?
Just call and say you need somebody to go
No, that
with.
wouldn't be appropriate to you, man, to take him to summer jam.
Right.
I can call him at 1:30 in the morning to pick my drunk ass up, but to take him to summer jam, that's too much.
Yeah, it is.
Do they not have cabs or anything where you live?
Nah.
Well, here's my offer to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I will give you summer jam tickets free of charge and backstage passes free of charge. I will give you a chance to win $50,000 on stage and Deal or No Deal. I will give you all that in this beautiful prize package.
What a package.
As long as you go with your friend who's married there, picks you up at 1:30 in the morning. That's the deal.
But I have to go with Mark.
That is
She's calling him Mark now.
Okay.
too. All right. Oh, she's all excited
Okay.
about
Loves
that.
it.
We have to ask him now.
Yeah, let's call Mark now and tell him.
Okay, well, hang on.
We'll do a little. She's calling him.
Three-way us.
Yeah, like we can.
Oh, jeez. Like that didn't happen.
Why don't you give
Saturday night,
Pasty the
too.
number so we could actually talk to him?
Oh.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to look it up here.
You have it in your head. It's memorized.
Terry's so convinced you're cheating.
When I was acting out you choking your past men, Terry,
Uh-huh.
I actually hurt myself.
Did you? Are
Yeah,
you
right.
all right?
You got time to put in a best of. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I'm having a good
I'm
day.
very wounded.
This is already best of in progress.
Just run it back.
Ha! So what do you look like?
I'm about 5'6".
What do you smell like? Oh, what do you look like? What?
I'm a girl.
5'6", yes.
I'm definitely thick.
Yes, yes you are.
No,
I can tell by your laugh.
I think she's a little old if she's ordering Long Island iced teas.
How old are you? The suggestion of Long Island iced teas is giving someone in the studio the impression that makes you an older age range club goer. No one 22, 23 is drinking an LIT?
Not nobody, but for the most part.
No, I just turned 31.
31.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't have an Alabama Slammer next.
Sex on the beach.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah, Long Island's kind of an old person drink.
Do Belltown Billiards let 31-year-old women in?
Obviously they do. Let them get all sloshed up.
Damn shame. Staggering 31-year-old, falling over in the club, dialing everyone she can dial.
Have some dignity, would you?
Mark, just pick me up. I'll give you a blog.
If you don't want that, then I'll just,
Okay. Very nice. I'm going to make you a Summer Jam winner. You can do whatever you want with the freaking tickets, all right?
You don't want to meet Mark?
Just have some Long Island iced teas backstage for her. Yeah, get this thick girl going. What do you say?
Okay.
What do you weigh, about 180?
Just about, yeah.
That's 210.
No.
240?
No.
325?
190.
190?
I like 325.
No, come on, 220 minimum.
No.
220, right?
No, actually, I've lost weight because I'm on weight.
190. All right, 190 the last time you weighed yourself, which is 3 years ago.
192.
192? I know, we're at 192. Do I hear 195?
Almost.
No.
Wait till she gets to the barbecue.
Which means we can round up to 200.
No.
Right after the baby, how much did you weigh?
Well, he's 8 years old, so.
You have one baby?
Yes.
What'd you have that one with?
My ex-boyfriend.
You pick you up at the club, too?
Actually, yeah.
We had a Belltown baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we met.
Actually, yes.
Where was your 8-year-old when you were out sloshing around the club?
At a home asleep with the babysitter.
With the
didn't you?
roommate.
Oh, the roommate, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
She watches them?
Yeah.
When you go out?
Well, I don't go out all the time, like every weekend, but yeah, she'll watch him for me.
Mm-hmm. How big's your roommate?
She's smaller than me.
She got a good body?
Yeah.
And you're losing weight? What was the highest you ever were?
232.
Oh, jeez. What'd you do to knock off the 40 pounds?
I've been doing Weight Watchers and walking around Green Lake and 24-hour fitness.
Mm-hmm. Better keep walking.
And watching the weight.
Oh, you guys.
But
Good job on that,
you're
by
making
the way.
good
Thank you.
progress.
Yeah, you are. Good
And
job.
Belltown Billiards is better off for it. Right?
Yeah.
You start to get a lot of attention to Belltown Billiards, or at least some, or what? Or a lot, a little?
A little.
Yeah?
How many points is that Long Island iced tea there
Oh, geez.
on the Weight Watchers?
Well, that was that was a lot.
Maybe Mark's wife doesn't mind because of the weight issue.
Maybe Mark's wife.
Maybe Mark's wife doesn't feel threatened because she's a little tubby-ish, or no?
Could be.
Is that something that you think is a possibility? Would you think Mark's wife is not as concerned about you because you're more of on the chubbier side, or no?
Maybe, I don't know.
Would that be her underestimating you in a severe way?
No, there's nothing between.
Because this
Mark
chubby
and I.
girl can sure chug it out.
Oh, yeah, get it done.
Listen, if you want some chubby Weight Watchers, bitch, you can have her. That's what he has to hear when he gets home.
If you need to run after the chubby Weight Watchers girl at 2 in the morning, well, then I guess I married just a freak.
Right?
I would run out for the chubby Weight Watchers girl.
Oh, yeah. Right in my alley.
Yeah. Because you know what?
What?
The 1:30, the 2 o'clock in the morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, 190 Weight Watchers girl is giving some pretty nice, a lot of different things, yes.
Yeah, she appreciates it more than the skinny ones.
Wow.
A little more few and far between the visits from guys.
You're getting rowdy. You're getting wild at 2 in the morning, aren't you, baby?
Wild at 2 in the morning.
Aren't you, baby?
I have.
Answer me!
I have at times.
Congratulations on your win.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very
We'll
much.
see you at Summer Jam.
Okay.
Now, are you going to leave after the barbecue, or are you going to stay for the concert?
Oh, no, I'll stay.
Okay, good.
Baked beans, yes.
2 points. I'm looking forward.
But none for us.
I'm looking forward to meeting you, Amber.
4 points in, 2 points out.
Jesus.
Hang on the line. You're doing well with your dieting, by the way. 40 pounds on Weight Watchers. A nice little chunk of change there, huh?
Great. Yep, keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Keep it up.
Feeling good?
Yeah, actually I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bet you are. Hang on the line.
All right, thank you.
Now she's got to drop the chubby laugh, Terry.
It's a little bit. Oh, gosh.
Sticks with you.
Oh,
Yeah, but she tells she's got to work on the chubby laugh now.
You got to work on that chubby laugh a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
You got to make it more like this.
How long does it take you to get around Green Lake?
Jesus. Casey's great on the first day.
Casey wants to know if he can have a companion.
Casey couldn't walk Green Lake if he
Oh,
tried.
yeah, you're way too fast for me, baby.
The T-Man.
744 at Cube 93. Here's your news update. Seattle police say a man attempted to blow up his home with natural gas. Officers went to the home last night after a neighbor said the mentally ill man was throwing things at her house. The man tried to start a fire, but an officer was able to pull the man through a window. The way mothers treat their kids could play a role in whether they grow up overweight. A new study finds strict mothers were nearly 5 times more likely to raise chubby first graders than were mothers who set rules but handled their youngsters with flexibility and respect. Today marks the 25th anniversary since the discovery of AIDS. On June 5th, 1981, scientists documented the cases of 5 previously healthy gay men in California who contracted a rare kind of pneumonia. Those 5 became the first reported AIDS cases. In sports, the Mariners lost to Kansas City yesterday 9-4. The Storm were up by 14, but it ended up losing at home last night to San Antonio 89-87. Cloudy early, partly sunny this afternoon. Highs will be in the mid-60s to the lower 70s. That's your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
The T-Man. The T-Man. Back to the T-Man Show. Cube 93.
Oprah ready to fly in style like there was any other way for Oprah. She just bought a Bombardier corporate jet worth $42 million.
Oh, jeez.
Supposedly the same kind that Bill Gates and Steven Spielberg has, so she's a big company.
Wow.
And now Oprah's got her own plane, Terry.
Wow.
Now Oprah has got her own plane.
Wow, is she going to start doing commercial flights with it, or just
No,
herself?
she's going to fly herself. She's finally got a big enough vehicle to carry her ego.
Wow. Well, that's good. It is about time. Yeah, you're a hot shot on that one.
Yes.
Jeez. She'll probably have to get another one.
Yeah, she's going to start her own airline to make extra money. Side money.
To make ends meet.
Yes.
Hell, you never know.
Yeah, this talk show ain't cutting it. I got to find another line of work.
But every flight would be sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. She would make
On
money.
Oprah Airways?
Oh,
yes.
sure.
No doubt about it, but she's got, I'm thinking, enough security that just need to be doing that. But
Well, you never know.
she does a lot of stuff. But no, this is just a plane for her and her friend Gail to
Yes.
fly off and go shopping in Paris if they want. I just hope the person at the plane store wasn't rude to her, Terry, when she made the purchase, because then she'd have to go to a different plane store.
Right.
Planes are us.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the plane store is closed. Oprah. You're going to have to go to a different spot.
Crash moment part 2.
I see people shopping for planes in there right now.
But there's a go-kart store right across the street.
Yeah, miss, we're closed.
For a special event we're having.
Yes. You're going to have to do your plane shopping elsewhere.
Yeah.
We close sharply at 6. Doesn't it say right here on the plane store door here?
Yeah. How exactly do you go plane shopping, I wonder?
Well, there's a strip mall that you just...
Ah.
A couple of stores, you can take your pick.
Wow.
Planes R Us or Plain Bath and Beyond.
There you go.
So that's $42 million out the door, or is that like, sounds like a good deal.
I know. Do you negotiate?
But but if
What?
I want leather, how much is that going to be?
Yeah, is that an
Well,
extra?
premium leather and a sunroof, that is going to be $42.5 million.
Sunroof on a plane.
That's right.
Now, how about some badass rims on the tires on the landing?
No, Oprah doesn't appreciate that. That's why.
Oh.
She won't have anyone with rims or wrappers on her show.
Oh, that's right. Only rappers do that.
No spinners on her plane.
Right?
No spinners.
Well, I'm very excited.
Jeez.
It's a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, if you're just tuning in over the past 10 seconds. Oprah has her own plane.
That's great.
Crazy.
It's about time.
Jeez. Her and Bill flying across each other.
Hey, you want to race? Jesus.
The stewardess in Oprah's first flight is going to hand her the first bag of nuts she's seen in 20 years, Terry.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. Instead,
People yell at me for wasting fossil fuels with my Durango. How about her? Come on, jet fuel?
Oh, but she's
Jesus. Not just her.
She's helped a few people here and there now.
Well, you can't expect her to fly commercially.
Right.
Yeah, Oprah sticking up that bathroom, you don't need that.
With those small seats?
Should need those stories in the Inquirer.
Oh, my gosh. Well, she probably had a big landing thing in one of her new Hawaiian homes,
Right.
put in just for the plane.
I see. A runway by her house?
Yes.
That's great, man.
We'll be arriving in Oprah International Airport in about 10 minutes. Please buckle up.
Right.
This is our approach, our final destination.
Jeez, that
It's good to be Oprah.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
42 million in small bills, and you got a plane.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
What else is going on in this world of ours, Terry? The world where Oprah is now the owner of a fine moving air vehicle there, huh?
Well, rumor has it, I actually have a picture for you. Jennifer Lopez may be pregnant with Mark Anthony's...
With her own plane?
Yeah, with her own plane. With Mark Anthony's, fourth child, I believe?
Whoa.
Because he has two by the
yes.
one chick he was married to, and then he has another one that is...
Are you telling me that Jennifer Lopez may be pregnant? Is that your news? Terry, I heard that last week.
You did?
Jennifer Lopez may be pregnant? That's your news?
Well, and then I have a little picture
you
there
have a
for
picture.
you. I said I had a picture for you, and I said
All right, because you're not breaking the news now that Jennifer Lopez may be pregnant.
No, I just said it was rumor, and I have a picture.
All right.
There's a picture that may prove it now.
Yeah.
You're bringing it up because you have a picture, not because you're indicating to me that Jennifer Lopez may be pregnant.
Yeah.
Because that I knew.
Okay.
Not everyone in the world has heard about.
All right. Okay.
T-Man, here's a picture to go along with all the stories everyone's been talking
Would
about.
you like to see the picture?
I got you now.
All right.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, she looks great.
Yeah. Showing the little bump.
Yeah, she definitely looks pregnant.
Showing the looser clothing,
Doubt about it. And all the reason she's doing this for is just strictly for a Ben Affleck, eat your heart out kind of situation.
Right.
See, I found a guy and I'm in love and I'm pregnant.
So there.
It's a so there kind of moment. That's honestly how I feel about it.
Take that, Puffy.
Yeah, she's so there.
It seemed as though her breakup over Ben Affleck was a lot harder on her than Puffy, because Puffy was her breakup. It was her inspiration. It was her initiating the breakup.
Right.
But Ben Affleck left her.
And yeah.
And Oprah. And Jennifer Lopez, amigo, doesn't think that she should ever be broken up with for any reason, under any circumstances, by anybody.
Right, because even when her marriages, she's the one who, left the marriages and all that.
So she's having this baby with Mark Anthony just to send a message to Ben Affleck. And Mark Anthony is having his fourth child, and his reaction to this is...
I didn't see it. I can't believe it.
That's right.
Oh, but I feel it.
I bet you did.
Well, you might think that guys who are prematurely gray, kind of distinguished, right? But there is new evidence that going gray early can mean health problems.
Wow.
Early gray is about genetics. Well, now doctors say
Errol Grey, Terry.
Huh.
All
right.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yes, all kinds of health problems. Obviously going to die immediately if you have early premature gray.
Wow.
That's what it sounds like. Well, let's find out more.
kind of distinguished, right? But there is new evidence that going gray early could mean health problems. Early gray is about genetics. Well, now doctors say premature graying is also associated with certain medical conditions, such as thyroid disorders, vitamin B12 deficiency, and anemia.
I'm not going that gray, am I?
Oh, jeez. Well, you're old, so don't worry about it. Anyhow, what about this American Idol dude, this Dan Hicks or whatever his name is? Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I call him Dan, Terry.
I know you do. Well, Dan/Taylor Hicks.
Might not be the product of health up there on the stage, huh?
I know.
Better get that album out quick, buddy.
Yeah, your days are numbered.
You're gonna die.
Jeez, nice.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not exactly so distinguished anymore to have that Errol Grey hair look.
No, it's not.
Earl Grey. What do they call it? What's the tea?
That's Earl Grey.
Yeah, Earl Grey.
Yes.
Yeah, why am I calling it Earl Grey?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, I think I know a dude named Earl Grey. Not really. Anyway. What else?
Would have made sense, though.
Yeah, sure. Couldn't pull it off. What else is going on?
Just really quickly, the cast of ABC's Grey's Anatomy was rewarded with a $200,000 bonus.
What a segue, Terry, from one Grey to the next.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was awesome. I didn't even see that.
I didn't even see it, quite honestly.
Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy. The 10 principal cast members
Yes.
each received $200,000 bonus for doing such a good job.
But the extras get crap.
Well,
$200,000 bonus for the 10 principal cast members.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I'll tell you, it sounds good, but let me tell you the reality of the situation. ABC put together this cast of basically nobodies.
Mm-hmm.
If they weren't nobodies, they were hacks from the old days who had nothing going on in their careers. They paid them bottom basement salaries, not expecting the show to be much. And it's turned out to be an absolute blockbuster.
Right.
It's now ABC's #1 show. Desperate Housewives not even close anymore to being ABC's #1 show. It's almost like done now at this point. And this is the only show that ABC has that it's really got to challenge all the other big shows in your weekly lineup of television of the major networks.
Well, according to Jim's on ABC.
So to throw them $200,000 each on top of the comparatively speaking, menial salaries that they're getting, especially as opposed to other blockbuster shows, is a nice show. It's a nice effort to show some goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a moment that they didn't have to make happen, and they're doing it to say, hey, we appreciate what you've done, and we hope that we can sit down at the table and renegotiate because you're everything to us now.
Right.
And maybe it will serve that purpose.
And it probably will.
Don't think that they just got any kind of dent made in all the money they raked in on this surprise blockbuster show that has the best advertisers and all the right audience watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay?
No, I understand that, but still, that's a nice gesture.
It's a nice gesture. Didn't have to be done.
Right.
Or did it? Didn't have to be done, or did it? They don't want this cast to be broken up, Terry.
Right, and
they don't want to have anything rock the boat of what is a smash success that they're now taking from Sunday nights
and moving it, yeah.
and they're moving it up against CSI. That's how much they believe in Grey's Anatomy, Terry.
Right, I understand.
You're gonna have to make a choice next season because ABC is moving Grey's Anatomy to Thursday nights at 9 o'clock.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So they won't have to give them raises because it'll be canceled by the end of the year.
Oh,
whoa.
Right. Or they'll have to move it to some other night.
Yeah, that money's refundable. It can't be a CSI.
But still, even, I mean, if let's just say, by chance it does do well against CSI, I mean, of course, it, like you said, it makes it a little bit easier for them to come to the table and say, hey.
Yes, we showed you how much we appreciated you by giving you a $200,000 gift.
Right, so let's not get all crazy when it comes to negotiating.
Let's start negotiating. Don't make it seem like we don't appreciate you all.
Right.
Oh, you don't want to go negotiate with us? F you. Okay, bye.
We'll find somebody else.
No, it's a very nice gesture because they knew they were hacks before they got on this show, so they were just happy to have the job. So, it turned successful, and they give them a little bonus, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone likes a little bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus cash.
Bonus cash.
Nice.
Found money.
Whoa.
I want bonus cash.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah. Giving you in the form of pot roast. How about that? Anyway, what else? What else is going on?
Also, I want to give everybody a heads up for those who are going out this evening, maybe, to a Monday night club thing going on. Because at the stroke of midnight, it becomes 666.
It becomes 666.
It does. Well, 6606, but 666.
Well, it becomes 060606. You want to get really technical, but
right. But still, the 3 6s are in there.
This is the day that comes around once every 11 years or 10 years or what's the?
Not sure what we decided on this.
Yes,
I think it's 100 years.
No.
Once every 100 years. No, he's right.
He's right.
Oh, okay.
He's right. Once every 100 years, it'll be 666.
Oh, right.
Because in 10 years, it'll be 6616.
Right.
Yeah, right. Did the math. Anyway,
Gotcha.
so this is 666.
Yes.
The day. Oh, the devil.
Uh-huh.
So you're worried that if someone's out, that instead of turning into a pumpkin at midnight, they'll turn into Damien. Well, actually, The Omen is being released tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I think, yeah.
They're releasing, how often does a movie get opened? How often does a movie begin on a Tuesday? But in order to capture the theme of the movie, the remake of The Omen is hitting theaters everywhere. That includes one near you. Tomorrow on 666.
Pasty loves it, sounds like.
Yeah, he does.
I know a lot of women who are about to go into labor, Terry.
Right.
A little bit concerned about having their baby born on the day of the devil.
Yeah, maybe.
We talked about that a couple of, months ago when you finally reminded us that this is the year that would include the day of the devil. Yep.
A lot of hospitals remove horns when they on the head, so it'll be fine. It's an easy procedure.
So where are you headed tonight, ladies and gentlemen? And when you look up at the clock, and it's a minute to midnight, do you get scared? Well, if you're with the 195-pound girl, maybe. She started to look really good.
Yeah. The devil made me do it.
Mr. David?
Yes.
You concerned at all about what tomorrow may bring to you and your world?
Not really.
Oh, geez. Means nothing to you. It's just Tuesday.
Just another Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Just another Tuesday amongst all the Tuesdays you've lived through.
That's right. Tuesday usually the worst day of the week, though.
Well, you've lived through a lot of Tuesdays. Let me just point that out. And let me also add that even considering you've lived through a lot of Tuesdays, you've never lived through one with the dates 6. 6. What's the third one, Terry? 6. Have you now?
I have not now.
So maybe you should check yourself. And maybe, and maybe you should recognize that somewhere within your being there is a tad bit of fear. Did you check yourself? I'm waiting for you to check yourself.
What was that?
That's him checking himself.
Oh,
yeah. That's the devil coming out of him.
Oh, is that what it was?
I thought that was you taking on number 2.
Which is both things. The devil.
Yeah.
He gives himself an exorcism
His are always red. Anyway.
Whoa.
666, Terry.
Yes.
Let's go pound on Steven's windows tomorrow night when he's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean early this morning?
Are people going to go out and do bad stuff just because they know it's 666, Terry?
A lot of fury.
An excuse.
Or a lot of police officers are going to hear tomorrow, what do you expect? It's the day of the devil.
That's right. Let's do it, people.
The devil made me do it.
Oh, yeah. Nice excuse.
That'll go well in your court case. On July 12th, 06.
Well, hey, this whole society that's living right now, every living, breathing person, except for maybe a few out there, have never lived through a 666 day. Mm-hmm. So we can't say for sure that we don't wake up tomorrow not being able to recognize ourselves and wanting to strangle the first person we see. Wow. You can't say for sure.
Right. So tomorrow I might be sitting here and you could jump over the console and strangle me.
Could happen any day, though, I would think.
Yeah, that's true. Doesn't need a special...
Well, no, it could not happen every day because every other day we're normal people. But we never, very normal, never have we lived through this particular day.
That's true.
So you can't say with any certainty how it's going to be.
It's exciting.
How's lives for this?
My day's 686.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to figure that one out.
I don't know why.
Right.
I mean, it's just like any other day is my point.
You keep saying that, Stephen. I think he keeps saying that. He keeps...
To convince himself?
Almost. It's almost seeming like he's got to talk himself into something there.
It's just like any other day.
Right.
No, really, it is.
Are you scared, Stephen? Are you a little fearful of tomorrow?
I mean, you do live in the woods, around nobody.
You've said twice now. You've gone out of your way to say twice now. It's just like any other day.
It's just like any other day.
Right. I've heard something about that. I feel a little scared, Stephen.
Are you scared, T-Man?
I'm a little scared.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm just glad I don't live out in the woods where people wouldn't be able to hear my screams.
Wow.
Except for Ray Allen, who ain't coming over to save you.
No screams. Nobody can hear you. Scream all you want.
Little Ben will be screaming and no.
Oh, don't bring Ben to this, Terry. Come on.
Jeez, Terry.
Please.
Meaning,
Come on.
not like Ben the devil.
Anyhow, yes. 666. So today's 656. I feel normal today, Terry.
Yeah, because
I mean, as normal as I feel.
Right.
Right. This is how I normally feel. So I'm not saying I feel normal.
Don't you think you would feel it?
Starting to crack up, maybe.
Just a
I think you would feel it coming on if
or
was gonna happen
would
tomorrow.
you?
Well, you never know, I guess.
You don't know. Nobody knows.
That's true.
What happened to the music? The devil got it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Just CD ran out. Mm-hmm. See, that's the kind of thought you're going to be having. What happened to the music? Oh, the CD right now.
Yeah, what if the power goes out tomorrow? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be
crazy.
Just for no reason. Not
Yeah,
even
the
windy.
power company should just knock all the power out in the whole world tomorrow.
Great.
Just live through 666 in darkness.
Spray paint a pentagram on somebody's garage.
Wow, that's nice. Oh, God. See, I don't like this kind of music. It freaks me out, believe it or not.
The music freaks you out more than the thought of tomorrow being 666?
Well, I'm not going to say it. It's kind of interesting. It'll be...
All right, what are people going to do? 1-866-66... Oh, jeez.
Hey, did you know?
It's
in there. I noticed.
Oh, it's only 2.
No, it's 3.
It's 3 in a row.
1-866... Oh, yeah, 1-8... I forgot about the little after the dash. 1-866-663...
Whoa.
T-Man.
So you are the devil.
That's what they gave him.
As people's grandmas say.
Okay, never mind. 1-866-663... A T-Man. Is tomorrow just any other day? Or do you tread lightly? Or do you sacrifice a virgin? I don't know. What do you do on a double day?
I don't know. Ask the hot shot.
I like to sacrifice virgin.
Yeah, Dave, tomorrow.
Pace, Dave.
I actually tattoo a pentagram on my forehead.
You could be in a lot of trouble tomorrow.
Why is that?
If people feel like 666 is sacrifice the virgin day.
Oh, okay.
You're the only adult virgin we know.
We don't need to start spreading that rumor around.
He's tied up on like a giant crucifix. Okay, you don't really want to do that.
You guys are getting carried away now.
Okay, those flames are hot. Come on, put it out.
Okay, this is gone far enough.
Yeah.
At least there's no volcano, I guess. Don't they usually throw virgins in volcanoes?
Oh, jeez. Wow.
You read up on it?
Mount St. Helens.
Yeah, Mount St. Helens. Let's take them there.
Okay, I'm starting to see the sign that says 1 mile to Mount St. Helens. You guys are pretty serious, aren't you?
Joke's over.
You guys got far enough for this.
Yeah.
That would be great.
You're on the air. Good morning on the day before 666. What should we do at 6:06 tomorrow, Terry?
Oh.
Should we do something dramatic?
And 6 seconds.
Yeah, if only we were on the air then.
Okay, that's right.
Oh, that's
or maybe
right.
we should come on the air then.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Excuse me?
something new.
You're on.
Not just arrive, but...
All right, Terry, you do what you must. We'll lay down some towels. You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
You need double towels, huh?
Man.
Where are we going here? Alex, you're on the air. Hello, Alex.
Yeah, tomorrow's my 28th birthday.
Whoa.
But you weren't born on the day of the devil. You're just having your 28th birthday on the day of the devil. It's not like you're going to be 66 or something.
Oh, on the day of the devil.
No, I know. Thank God for that.
But you're going to be
it's
666. You're right.
When I was born, I was 6 pounds, so.
6 ounces?
Wow.
Come on, 6 ounces.
And I was 6 inches long.
Oh, jeez. Wish you were now. Anyway.
Believe me,
all
I
right. It's probably just a whole lot of nothing, Terry.
Oh, it's a big deal, man. I'm
Come
excited.
on now.
It's a big deal?
Hey, just to let you know, there's some little trivia stuff that I found.
Right,
in regards to
right.
the 666.
Yes.
The sum of all the numbers on the roulette wheel equals
Yes.
666. Did you know that?
I
Numbers 1
should
through
have
36.
realized myself,
Yeah,
Terry.
you knew
Yes.
the wheel was evil.
It is the devil's wheel.
The wheel hasn't exactly been kind over the years. Let's just put it that way.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
So there are numbers from 1 to 36
mhm.
on a roulette wheel. Believe me, I know. You don't have to tell me.
Right.
And if you add 1
The sum
plus
of all
2,
the-
if you add them all up, it equals 666.
Yes.
Wow.
That includes the 0 and the double 0?
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, those help out the number eventually.
Well, the double 0.
Double 0.
Bonus 0. Nick, you're on the air. Tomorrow's a very interesting day, don't you think? Nick?
Oh, hello. Sorry, AT man, what's going on?
Hey, Nick. How are we going to take care of tomorrow? What does tomorrow
man.
mean to you?
I've been waiting for tomorrow for a long time.
Oh, geez, he's got that voice going. I've been waiting for tomorrow a long time. Yes, Nick, and why have you been waiting, and what do you plan to do with the day?
Well, ironically, tomorrow's my last day of class. I'm graduating, and there's this team member I've been working with for the entire quarter that I absolutely hate. And now I have a excuse to choke the guy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Come on now.
You're going to choke a fellow classmate and then blame it on the devil?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
walk off campus. My last day. I graduate.
I bet you there are some graduations. Well, probably not a lot of graduations on a Tuesday, but this is graduation season, Terry.
Yes, it is.
Would any high school dare hold any kind of ceremonial graduation kind of moment on a day where the calendar reads 6?
Well, I don't.
6.
Well, see, I don't graduate on Tuesday. I walk off campus on Tuesday. I graduate on Sunday.
Yes, I understand, but I'm asking the question. I figured you didn't have your ceremony tomorrow because you didn't mention that. But I'm wondering, this being the season, anywhere in the country, do you think anyone holds a little
Graduation
high school
ceremony?
graduation
Nah.
on a... Some graduations are at night,
Yeah.
you know, Tuesday night
Yeah, that's
action.
true. That's
Maybe
true.
Duke Blue Demons.
Mm-hmm.
Candles lit everywhere. Pentagrams on the ground.
Blue Devils, yeah.
Yes.
The Duke Blue Devils.
The Wake Forest.
Deacon Demons, yeah.
They were choking that prostitute. Find out what happened there when that court case comes about, Terry.
Strum it away.
Yes. Thanks for bringing in your harp this morning.
Try to bring something angelic to the whole devil talk.
That's good.
Is there any way to profit from tomorrow's 666 day? Maybe a couple of T-shirts on the street, Terry?
Yeah, probably.
I think Iron Maiden should have like a big concert everybody goes to.
Mm-hmm. Amy. Amy, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Amy.
Yes.
You're on the air.
Tomorrow's my 31st birthday, and I'm 7 months pregnant.
Oh.
So, and then I bought a lotto ticket, too. So I'm a first-time caller. I like
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. That's another thing that certainly comes into play as far as tomorrow's concerned. A lot of people are going to go out and buy lottery tickets with the daily numbers of 6.
Yes.
6. 6.
Exactly. I just hope I don't go in labor tomorrow. I'll be early, but still.
Mm-hmm. I remember this goes back to 1988, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
I was just old enough to play the lottery. And I didn't play it because I never really played the lottery. But I remember in New York on 8888.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people played those numbers in the daily lottery. And the pick 4, 888 did not come in.
Oh.
But in the pick 3 on that day, on 8888, the winning numbers were 888.
Wow.
Really?
Whoa.
How much that pay?
Not much. A lot of people had it. But
free ticket.
Yeah.
It paid it all enough. It's a lottery.
Right.
Yeah.
It paid like hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
But still.
Like I think about 400. Some was the cash out or something.
There you
You
go.
take it. But think about that.
Yeah.
On 8-8, I mean, big news. It was big news in New York. I remember it well.
Wow.
On 8-8-88, on that day, or it might have been day after. I don't remember. It's a good story anyway. On, I may be just making the whole thing up. No. On 8-8, maybe. On 8, not really. On 8-8-88, the winning numbers in the pick 3 were 888.
I think I'll tattoo a pentagram on my forehead tomorrow right after the show.
You're very into the pentagram right
Yeah,
now.
you are.
Let's do it on the show.
Yeah, let's take him on.
I think you read the Da Vinci Code, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I like the upside down star.
Mm-hmm.
It means a lot to me.
I like it on the small of a woman's back, you know.
Oh, well, hey.
It's right. Anyway.
Like the upside down triangle.
Oh,
too.
dude. Ricardo is on the air to share his thoughts. Yes, Ricardo. Ricardo hung up as soon as he heard his name, Terry.
Somebody got him.
Yeah.
They're picking them off left and right.
The graveyards. People are going to rise out of the graveyards tomorrow and start walking around like the Thriller video. And they're going to do that stupid dance and scare nobody.
Because everybody's got it memorized, so they're going to join in.
That would be cool. Heidi, it's your turn.
Hey, I think the terrorists picked 9/11 because it means something to Americans, and so...
So you're worried about tomorrow for the terrorists?
Yeah, I think that could be a problem.
So don't fly tomorrow is what you're saying.
Don't fly,
Oh,
don't go
fly.
to downtown, big cities, don't...
All right, that's right. Put fear in everyone like that. That's the way to
Wow,
go.
like,
Mm-hmm. But just because you said it won't fly.
If you insist.
Yeah, but no one realized that the day September 11th was like 9/11 till after it happened.
Yeah, nobody realized that, so maybe this time we'll get a little head start.
Yeah, this time it's pretty. This one's pretty obvious, though. I don't know. All right, whatever. Thanks, Heidi. You're right. Jason. Jason is on the line, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Freddie's up next.
Followed by Chucky.
Yeah, hang on.
Jeez, they're all coming out.
Yes, Jason.
T-Man.
Yes, Jason.
At midnight tonight, me and my girl are going to try to go 6 times.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
That's all right. I'm trying to see what this day means to everyone out there.
Well,
We're going to try to go 6 times.
That's a good, that's a good positive thing.
Then after the first time,
gone is 3, but we're going to double it tonight.
Well, how about Terry applauding
It's a positive,
as a
right?
positive?
Yes.
it's better than killing people.
Yeah.
I wish it was January 1st, 01.
Maybe I could muster up the energy.
Yeah.
We've gone 3, but we've never gone 6.
Well, how
So we're
much
gonna
time do you
try to
need in
double it.
between each little spoojation there?
That's not a word. I want to look that up.
Huh? Because, I mean, in order to make it real authentic 6 times, you gotta finish 6 times. You yourself. I mean, she can't. As many times as she does or doesn't orgasm is not relevant here. It's all up to you for it to be a complete session. So
Yeah, she doesn't know I'm going to rub it out twice, though, before we start.
Well, let me tell you, that is quite the question. You
8
are.
times then.
So you're going to have a total of 8 little climax situations later tonight and tomorrow morning.
She didn't make me lunch today for work, so I'm going to make her work for it tonight.
Well, that should do it, and a little whistle in your voice should help, too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think this guy,
Well.
if he makes it to 1.5, Terry, I'll be impressed.
Okay. Guarantee you won't
Because,
call
I
us
mean,
tomorrow, so
I just know from my own experience, Terry, there's like a minimum of a 10 to 15-minute wait in between each session.
Yeah, because you guys are knocked out, right? For
Well, not knocked out. You got to rejuvenate.
Right.
We're so knocked out. I don't know. I've never had sex with you, Terry.
No,
We're so knocked out.
Jesus.
You need some drink and just to...
Put an IV in me.
No,
Beat
not
you over
like
the head with a
that.
boxing glove while you're doing it.
No, it only
Jesus.
take me like 2 or 3 minutes to rejuvenate.
Really? That's all you need? That's what I was asking. You only need 2 or 3 minutes to recuperate,
Yep, that's all I need.
to replenish your juices.
I've heard about guys
See,
like this.
I come from a big family of 13, and it's in my genes to rejuvenate real quick.
So you can fire off one big number there, and then all of a sudden, 2-3 minutes later, you're ready to fire off another.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
You can be ready to. All right, that's fine.
Haven't you heard? I'm Samoan, man. Samoans got big families.
Oh, why don't you say so? All right. Anyway, well, let us know how that works out for you. Not really. Okay. That's how Jason's going to spend his night, Terry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Oh, my goodness. Well, again, that's a positive spin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's killing anybody, like you said.
All right.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm going to try that tonight, too.
Yeah, Stephen.
Yeah. You going to take the apron off or no, Steven?
Well, if somebody makes me pot roast, we'll be able to make it down.
The T-Man.
People who are behind on their child support payments have one chance to pay up without facing charges.
Right.
These billboards are now on the side of city buses trying to tell people about a one-week amnesty period.
Oh, my gosh.
Starting tomorrow, parents who've not been paying their court-ordered support payments can pay up penalty-free.
Sure.
If parents don't pay up by the end of the week, they could be arrested.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Wow, so it's going to be on the side of buses. I'd rather see that than Kate and Allie's face on the side of a bus. I'll tell you that right now. Or worse than that, lately I've seen a lot of jacker and bender over signs. I mean, they need to...
Oh,
Jesus.
Come on.
Why do radio people feel the need to put their faces on buses?
I don't know. Never got it. Never
Doesn't
understood it. Oh, that's what you look like. Okay, great. Now I'm not listening.
Right, exactly. That's what it says. How can I possibly listen to someone that looks like that?
Right?
Jeez.
So they're going after deadbeat dads, Terry.
well, parents. Women,
No.
too.
They said parents to be politically correct. They said they're going after parents who owe support. But let's be honest. What are these signs an effort to do? They're an effort to snap these deadbeat dads into shape.
Even the news guy winked when he said parent.
Mm-hmm.
We know what he's talking
We
about.
know what he's talking. What woman has to pay a guy anything when it comes to support, Terry?
My ex-sister-in-law.
Never happens!
No, she does. She's supposed to.
Never! And women always want it more than men anyway, so.
Oh, God.
You wanted it.
Yes.
I don't even want him.
That's nice.
You wanted it more than I did. Well, I can't lie, that's true, but I want my support now.
Jeez.
So, yeah, they say in all political correctness, they do say parents. Did I hear that right?
People who are behind on their child
People. They say people.
Right.
What they mean is men, more specifically, deadbeat dads. We're giving you a 1-week grace period out of the kindness of our hearts.
People who are behind on their child support payments have one chance to pay up without facing charges. These billboards are now on the side of city buses trying to tell people about a 1-week amnesty period.
On a computer every day.
Starting tomorrow, parents who've not been paying their court-ordered support payments can pay up penalty-free.
Oh, is that going to be the name of your next child, Terry?
I'm not having anymore.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that story.
I'm so done.
Yeah,
people.
we've been here before, Terry.
Right. Parents don't pay up by the end of the week, they could be arrested.
If parents don't pay up by the end of the week, whatever. Why don't you say what you're trying to say?
Granted, there probably are, a majority of them are men. But
majority?
But there still are women out there who probably are part of that.
First of all, they're talking about deadbeat dads. Here's the reason why, Terry. 99.988% of all the parents that they're talking about are guys. And for the select few women out there that have to pay support to the male, they're making their payments.
Oh, okay.
There's no such thing as a deadbeat mom.
All right.
Women make their payments. If they're inclined and they're doing so well financially that the judge ordered them to make payments, they're making it.
Okay.
Women don't have the conscience not to make a payment that they know the court of law determined that they make. So why don't they just say what they're saying here? The side of the bus is going to try to be that PC. They're not going to say, have a finger wiggling at the deadbeat dad.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, women always pay their bills on time.
That's right.
Sure. Okay.
Guys, let them slide. Why is this so expensive? Oh, wait, 4 months in a row? Yeah, I know, I see.
Whose fault is it when someone gets their power turned off? Men. Now, wouldn't it be cool if everyone... Come on, Terry. If you had your power cut tomorrow night and you heard this song in the background...
Oh, I would, gather up everybody and run out of the house so fast.
Onto the street?
Yes.
In Auburn?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. A lot of guts, babe.
You should run down to your boiler room.
Yeah, my boiler room.
Where's that go?
Your panic room.
Oh, yeah. Hurry, get down there. If I had one. Right.
Come on. Okay, anyway.
See, I don't like that kind of stuff. You guys got me all
See a dark
freaked
silhouette
out
walking
now.
at you at a
Shut
fast
up.
We got you nervous about tomorrow? You're the one who brought it up.
I
didn't even know tomorrow was 666.
I didn't need all the music and hot shot over here.
Having a 666 party. I got the plates, the coned hats.
Run the cone hats.
It's going to be awesome.
Is that left over from your last party?
Jeez.
Wonderful.
Gosh.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, check your calendar. Tomorrow is 666. Okay, what else is going on, Terry?
I got a story here for you about a woman who won a $2 million lawsuit from a matchmaking service because it didn't work.
Oh, that's wonderful. There's a lot of people behind this person in line, Terry.
Oh, I know.
How did it work so badly that this woman was entitled to $2 million?
Well, it happened. It's been a couple of years. Apparently, back in December of 2002, this 60-year-old woman decided...
60?
60.
What dating service is setting up a 60-year-old woman, Terry?
It's called...
The only thing you should set a 60-year-old woman up with is a pine box.
Whoa!
Get in!
Stop it!
There's your perfect match.
There you go.
Excuse me, sir. Why do you have a hammer and a belt of nails?
Oh, dude.
No reason.
Because it's your perfect match. Don't make me break out the shovel.
Jeez.
60 so old, you know.
Anyway, this 60-year-old, she's a social worker. She signed up for a matchmaking service of apparently...
That should tell her everything you need to know right there. She's a social worker. Obviously, social workers tend to deal with people, okay? And she can't find anyone, Terry.
Well, the matchmaking service was run by a company called Orly Hadida.
Oh, of course.
Or actually a person, I guess. Orly Hadida of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, apparently she was promised that she would meet some really wealthy dude.
Yes.
And she paid $125,000.
She paid $125,000?
Yes.
God.
The 6-year-old.
You pay $125,000 to a dating service, you get what's coming to you.
Well.
End of story.
Well, she's getting $2 million back.
End of story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice way to end the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, this woman who owns the dating service is going to appeal, but...
And what did she get matched up with for her $125,000?
She didn't.
A lump of coal?
Basically, this lady only met, a couple of people here and there, but not what she was promised.
Not what she wasn't given what she was promised, so she gets,
The
She gets
woman-
more than 10 times her money, almost 20 times her money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good investment.
Guys should sue for like taking girls out to dinner and then hating them.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Should sue for their money back.
That's right.
I bought you a meal and you're an idiot.
I thought I was an idiot, but you beat me. So I want my money and then some.
He was born in the bayou.
Eating a ham sandwich.
With a golden spoon. With golden teeth.
I think romantic is just sitting down and what a like this.
He's a guy looking for Miss Do-Right. And in the meantime, f***ing everybody inside. Yeah. He's high on life. And probably something else, too. And now, the most romantic man in the land.
Just chilling.
He's the ham sandwich guy.
I say, whoa now, whoa now, whoa now.
Yes, Hemi. You know any deadbeat moms, Hemi?
Got a few of them out there, to the man.
Really? So these deadbeat moms exist?
Oh, do they exist? The thing about them, they just give their churn up, and, it's like a rap. But, that's how it is.
I'm wondering, Terry, maybe you got me all of a sudden now thinking that I have to recalculate this. Do deadbeat moms exist? And if so, why are they swept under the carpet?
Now see, man, the thing about it, deadbeat mom, they are the worst, though.
Yeah, I don't agree with they're going to pay it anyway. I mean, if you're going to give up your child as a mother.
Right. You ain't paying a cent?
You ain't paying a cent.
Even if the court tells you to?
Even if the court tells you to. I think, I
have never come across, Terry.
Yeah.
Any situation where a woman is not given custody, and then on top of that, is told you got to pay support.
No, I'm telling you, my ex-sister-in-law, she's a deadbeat mom. She doesn't pay? No, she doesn't pay. It's not what the court orders her to. Definitely not that.
And she admits she's a deadbeat mom?
Well, she would never admit. You never admit you're a deadbeat mom. Then
how do you know she's not? How do you know she is?
Because I talked to my brother.
So his ex-wife.
His ex-wife.
Is supposed to be. Did she fight for custody? This deadbeat mom, the woman that turned out to be a deadbeat mom, did she fight for her kids or no?
No. What's kind of interesting because they got divorced in one of the Bible Belt states,
right?
And the Bible Belt state that they got divorced in, she cheated on him, so he threw that out there.
So that worked well for him in court. See, in Washington State,
there is no.
They could care less if you're screwing around.
Right.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I think it was in South Carolina or North Carolina.
The judge just wants the juicy details, but it doesn't affect the case.
Right. Okay, but so because she cheated.
Because she cheated and he had evidence that she cheated, that caused the judge in the Bible Belt state to give the kids to him?
And he.
Mm-hmm. And she had to pay support.
Yes.
She ain't paying dick.
Not paying while she's doing that, but.
You ever paying dick?
Say that.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty cool, man. It was no job last week, but last night it was a very sexual kiss and a hug last night. Whoa, now.
Oh, jeez. So you didn't finish any job over the weekend, but you had some little tender moments, if you will. I don't see the ham sandwich man getting all inspired about tender moments that don't lead to some dramatic conclusion.
Right.
Well,
is this the new you? Is this the new, more romantic ham sandwich man? Is that who you've morphed into? A very loving, nuzzling kind of partner for the future that you don't need to be finishing the job. You just like a little noodle. What do you call that? Spooning
and canoodling.
I knew there was a noodle in there somewhere.
I like noodling better.
I can tell you, after the end of a long night, when any person gets that romantic hug and that kiss to set the ending of your night off, is pretty devastating.
Devastating in a good way or a bad way? A bad way.
Oh man, it's so devastating in a good way.
In a good way.
Oh yeah. Because you think about it, you think about that process the whole night until you go to sleep, and you think about what's going to go on for that next week or that next day.
So you like a woman who drags it out and keeps you in suspense and holds it over you, and I don't think he speaks Roman in that case.
Now, don't take nothing from me. Off top, after that kiss that I wanted to bust it down right then and there, but sometimes you gotta wait on that.
And the woman that makes you wait, It's very effective as it pertains to you. You certainly will be left wanting more.
Well, the thing about making me wait, T-Man, she can make me wait by not giving it to me.
Right.
But she cannot make me wait by fantasizing on it.
Got it.
I'm glad someone does.
Mm-hmm. I was just saying that. Anyhow.
Okay, good.
Hammy.
Whoa, now.
Thanks for checking in.
Is that his new out?
That's Hammy for Have a Great Day.
Yes. He just shortens it up a little bit.
The T-Man.
I cannot turn off the radio. It's obsessed.
Oh,
It's possessed.
Wow. Huh?
The radio's possessed.
Oh.
That's why you can't turn it off.
Oh, your mind is consumed with 666 now.
I
It's
know.
crazy. Apparently, some of the text pagers are very into the 666 thing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I'm glad I brought it up then.
You're right. Let's see what we have here. Anything interesting to read? Let's start at 8:53 and 9 seconds. I know a deadbeat mom that lost custody of her 2 kids at 2 different times in her life. She was ordered to pay support, but has never paid a dime.
Whoa.
8:53 and 4 seconds. My Aunt Isa is a deadbeat mom of 3 kids.
What about those deadbeat moms that still have their kids? Is that what he's talking about?
No, it can't be a deadbeat mom who...
Like Schweiger's mom's not a deadbeat mom?
8:52 and 22 seconds. T-Man, my ex-wife owes me over $6,000 in back support and hasn't paid for over 2 years. 8:48 and 56 seconds. You've been talking about the 666 thing for over a half hour, and I can't believe you haven't played Hot Snot Scott's favorite song. You have a favorite song?
I do, yes, actually. Well, especially
Would it be this one?
Yes. The devil had to have made something this awful.
Right. Would it be, if it's not that one? Oh, I see. You want a devil. Oh, would it be then this one?
Oh, obviously. Somebody was possessed by the devil to write this pile.
Yes.
Oh.
Put down music you love.
You know
Yeah, you know
do.
you love it. So why are you putting it down?
This music?
Yes, this song particularly. You love it.
I'm a big fan. I'm possessed by the devil. I love it.
Yes. All right, if it wasn't that song, then it must be this song.
Oh, yeah. Makes me want to sacrifice a small animal just the sounds of it.
Oh, wait. I got it now. If it's not any of those, then it must be this song.
Oh, yeah.
Travesty. All right, it wasn't that song. It must be this song.
Oh, absolutely.
Is this the one?
This is the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
Did I nail it?
You nailed it.
No. There's no way you could listen to this song and say it's the worst song you've ever heard in your life, because the only way it's possible, the only way that could be remotely possible is if you've never been mellow.
I'm not sure I have, actually.
I don't even know if the song is grammatically correct, Terry.
Have you never been mellow?
Have you never been mellow?
I noticed.
That's the name of the song.
I know.
Wouldn't it be Have You Ever Been Mellow?
Yeah, it should be, right? I don't know.
See, from a grammatical standpoint, is this song inaccurate or what?
I think
we always assume you're the smart one, but
know,
we
but-
not. Yeah, we realized that years ago.
I think the song makes sense to me to what she's trying to say.
I understand how it makes sense, but I'm wondering if it's grammatically accurate.
Doesn't matter.
Teachers
She's
wouldn't
beautiful.
Teachers wouldn't teach that.
No, yeah.
Your wife's a teacher. Would she teach her class to sing?
Absolutely not.
Have you never been mellow?
Absolutely not.
But regardless, the song is still as sweet as they come, and here comes the chorus! Okay, I don't want to even ask anymore.
Number one in the clubs.
This is not the song that this guy was indicating is your favorite song of all time?
It is.
Uh-huh.
It's Christopher Cross, maybe?
Oh, you know way.
Michael McDonald?
Oh, it must be this one.
Oh, yeah.
Not this one.
It is not that one, no.
Have you never been sailing?
I never been sailing.
Have you never been strip apprentice?
It's Strip Prentice.
Oh, man.
We're saving lives, one stripper at a time.
Yeah, remember that? We did a good job. Anyhow.
How'd that work out for him?
Yeah, really great. Have you never been mellow? I did that one.
Black guys are delicious.
Stop it.
You think so, huh?
Steven loves that one. That's his favorite song.
Steven.
It must be this song. Yeah. Have you never been Days of Our Lives?
Never. Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's this song then.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one.
This is it. It's perfect. I actually wrote the lyrics of this.
Best scream in musical history is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
The history of music. Not this one. But a good one. Terry shaking her head. It scares the hell out of her.
$8:45 and 37 seconds. Yeah, I'm getting tired waiting for the scream.
Really?
How much longer do I have to wait?
I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do that at Jalisco's one night for karaoke.
Yeah, but that's a mechanically enhanced scream.
It's a studio scream for sure.
Yes.
Pretty sure he's not doing that live at concert anymore.
No.
I'll bring you in the live version tomorrow so you can be vastly disappointed.
Yeah, I would be.
Okay. The live version is vastly disappointing as compared to the studio version is what you're saying.
The live version that he sang like 2 years ago, yeah.
No, 2 years ago,
He
right?
might have been able to nail it in 82.
I think he was just pretty satisfied he was able to sing 2 years ago.
He ain't nailing it now.
I bet they nailed it.
He's just really excited that the Emerald Queen would let him in the doors.
They were on Ozfest last year.
Okay, there it is. That's enough of that.
There you go.
Let's go back to some good stuff now.
Yeah, I've never been mellow.
Okay.
Have you
see
ever
here.
been a homo?
Oh, jeez.
Have you ever been gay?
8:45, and actually, it's funny you mentioned that there's a text page coming up regarding homo issues, if you will.
Oh, nice.
There was a time.
Perfect song.
8:45 and 37 seconds. 11:06 a.m. T-Man will be the 666th minute of 666. People getting very serious about this.
Sounds like it.
Wow.
That's a lot of math to figure that out.
Right. 8:45 and 26 seconds. Being a legal professional, T-Man, I can tell you that there is an increase in women paying support, and as a result, they're getting behind or not paying.
Now I know me.
Okay. Yeah. 8:41 and 58 seconds. Kendall, oh Kendall, wherefore art thou, sweet Kendall? Terry, here's the deal.
What is the deal?
The deal is
Yes.
that this is not grammatically correct.
Have you never been mellow?
Yeah, that's pretty gay. Anyhow,
I can't say. It's too long to say, have you ever not been mellow?
have you ever been mellow? Song still works fine.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's an Australian thing. You know?
Could
They
be.
speak differently down under.
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Experience.
Traveling on a fried out combi.
I got it. Not grammatically correct either.
No.
Let's see here. 8:41 and 47 seconds. Please ask Vinny the Pooh what he knows about the Lupe fiasco.
Ooh.
Is that the homo stuff you were talking about earlier?
Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
I'm just curious.
That is not the homo text page that I was referring to.
But maybe it is
Well,
a
maybe it
homo.
is.
text.
Lupe seems to me like more of a woman's name, no?
I don't know.
Lupe is pretty
It goes either way. It's like
gender
that.
free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lupe.
Yes. 8:32 and 52 seconds. Sumner High School's graduation is tomorrow, T-Man. I was speculating, Terry, is there any possibility that any school in this graduation season would hold their graduation day on 6/66?
Yes.
I think if you live in Sumner, you already live in hell, so what's the difference?
No joke.
Or pretty close to it.
Actually,
Yeah, kidding.
in a land where a woman once asked if you've never been mellow, it may be 666 right now, Terry.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
No, not yet.
No?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like doing the math. Anyway, they're getting close if they're not there already. Stammen. Oh, yeah, but you're not the smart one. What? They're there?
I don't know.
Sounds good. God, you really aren't the smart one.
I'm sure
Are
they're
they 18 hours ahead?
Are they 18 hours?
Let's see. So
If they're 18 hours ahead, then they're there and then some.
Yeah. Then they would be.
Mhm.
Wow.
They're there with a bullet.
Oh, the whole country sank.
On 666. And 8:32.
Hopefully Russell Crowe was there.
8:32 and 47 seconds. T-Man Samoan's got big nostrils, too. Big whoop.
They got big everything, don't they? Big muscles.
That was like a quarter buzz. Mm-hmm. 8:28 and 30 seconds. Also, on the first anniversary of 911 in New York, the daily game winning lottery numbers to you, man, were 911.
No way.
I didn't know about that one.
Wow.
I told you the story about 8888.
Yes, you did.
Does the lottery just rig this stuff for publicity or what?
Probably.
And they just give out the cash because...
That was a quarter buzz of cheese.
Because they know that even though they're going to be doling out some money to some lottery players, it's better publicity, it's good advertising.
Probably.
Yep.
So that's bullcrap, then. That's not that taints the whole lottery system.
Sure.
Oh, wait, here's a 5. No, just kidding, a 9.
Oh, it is. 8:27. I love the just kidding part during lottery drawings. 8:27
Yeah, they do that.
and 8 seconds. Woodinville High graduates tomorrow.
Oh, so 2 schools.
So there I asked, Terry.
Yes.
And you got a bonus graduation.
2 schools, double schools, bonus schools.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
8:19 to 48 seconds. Steven's not worried about tomorrow because he's already sold his soul to the devil.
Some people say that.
Nice.
8:14. This is the
working here.
This is the text page I was referring to. 8:14 and 32 seconds. Tim Iman sucks, T-Man. He can suck the beast's left salty nut and like it. He got turned away at the churches. Good. Now, what is that referring to? Is Tim Iman doing the same kind of stuff that President Bush is doing right now to try to get the amendment in the state's constitution about gay marriage or something like that? Did I hear something like that or what?
I thought so, but I don't know.
What is Tim Iman doing, Stephen? Stephen would know.
Yeah, he would.
Well, I would
you're
the
the
news
news
this
guy.
morning, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, the legislature, this last legislative session, they extended rights to homosexual couples and all that, and he wants it removed.
Because it's affecting him how?
Yeah,
The man
exactly.
who skims off the top?
Well,
when
he's just done a great job not having to have a job for the past number of years, Terry, and he's keeping it going.
Take some money from it.
Yeah, but he gets paid $250,000 a year.
Oh, jeez.
He's got a nice house.
Yeah, he does.
But the question is, has he never been mellow, Terry?
I don't think he ever has. Actually. Or he never has.
7:55 and 5 seconds. T-Man, why don't you give the intern job to a real needy person rather than to a fake rich bitch like Kendall who portrays you like this? It's Morse code buzzer.
That is.
SOS.
T-Man, what's up? I slept with a guy who's 4 years younger than me yesterday. He has a girlfriend, but I didn't care. That's so against what I usually stand for, but it was awesome. He usually texts me first thing in the morning, but nothing yet. Just had to vent. Signed, Haley.
Oh, she sounds hot.
All right.
Yeah, he usually texts you up to the point where you finally gave him some ass.
No longer needed.
Phone number deleted.
Now he's finally been mellow.
That's what it means, is it?
I don't know. I don't really care.
No.
Or maybe I do.
Yes, you do.
You do.
I guess I do. Y'all got me. I tried to hide it. It didn't work. What a shame. You want to call that one?
Oh, let's call.
Let's do.
She sounds hot.
4 years younger.
Doesn't say how old she is. Does it?
Yeah. Hello, darling. Music, please. Oh,
here you go.
Jeez.
Is the song over yet?
You just hang up right here. You don't even want to talk to the person you're calling anymore.
That's why she's not getting any
And I don't mind the song, Terry. At least I didn't.
until it got.
Until it just got out of proportion.
Yeah. Overused.
Doesn't Iron Maiden sound better than this? I mean, come on.
Right now it does, yes.
Hey, it's Heidi. Sorry I missed your call.
Mm-hmm.
For you to leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Record your message after the tone. To send a numeric page, press 5. When you are finished recording, hang up.
I'll leave a quick
or
message
for
there.
delivery options,
Uh-huh.
press 9.
Hey, way to dole out the puss like that. Thanks for the call. All right, bye.
Nice.
Thanks for helping us with our bad day by hearing that song.
He's coming here.
Good for him. Can't wait to hear his second song.
He doesn't have one.
I don't think there is one, yeah. A 10-minute concert.
I know. He'll just keep singing that
Well, you're
song. over.
negative toward all the music, aren't you?
It's the, yeah.
7:29 and 0 seconds. T-Man, on my way to work this morning, looking for the usual...
Woohoo! 0 seconds.
All right,
Sorry.
Jesus. Let me start over.
I'm sorry.
Man.
7:29 and 0 seconds. You may not like this one, Stephen. On my way to work this morning, looking for the usual morning show humor, and all I get to hear about today is Stephen and his pot roast. Thanks for nothing.
Wow.
It's funny every time.
Stephen,
They are mistaken.
roast or nothing.
You love that segment?
Let's call him now, and Stephen will tell him a joke to make up for it.
Right?
Oh, yeah, he's got one.
You got the one about 2 nuns and a rabbi, right, Stephen?
I do, yes.
Ready to go.
7:04 and 21 seconds, Stephen. I saw your boy Hammy out on Friday night making a fool of himself. Oh, Friday was the day.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
That's weird.
All right, there's a good sampling of what today's Texas sound like, Terry. You want to hear more?
Of course.
I can't go back that far in the show.
Jeez. I
almost
them.
punish.
Go to Friday's show.
I almost punish the people that write in the 6 o'clock hour because I never get that far. I get worn out.
You don't. That is kind of
I think people are aware of that if you're texting the 6 o'clock hour, the chances of you hearing your text on the air is going to be limited.
Well,
and that's that.
Okay.
Some people just want to vent.
But, there may be someone who just might, for whatever reason, like to hear something that they text that early.
Problem with our pot roast talk, huh?
Yeah, what are you talking about? That's good, solid humor.
Stephen, you're going to apologize to this person.
I didn't bring it up in the first place.
It's customer service.
Yeah, we're so good with customer service.
I don't even know if I dialed right.
Calling the pot roast eater.
Hello?
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Are you the pot roast texter?
I'm sorry?
You texted this morning to the T-Man show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the air, man.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, you were disappointed driving to work this morning here, having to hear about Stephen and his pot roast crusade?
Yeah, it sucks.
Stephen is here now to apologize to you and send you a coupon for a free show.
Bonus show.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Stephen.
Oh, well, I found it very entertaining. I didn't bring it up, the pot roast, but I'm sorry that it made you have a bad day.
Oh, well, yeah, I appreciate that.
Can I ask a question? What exactly about the pot roast banter did you not enjoy?
Excuse me?
Terry, pot roast banter is not for everybody.
Well, that's why I was just... Well, I understand that, but just...
Somebody loved the pot roast banter.
Somebody did. But I just want to know why you didn't.
I have to acknowledge that the pot roast banter people had to be few and far between. All right? That's the way it is.
Was it just because he's never had pot roast?
Oh,
or
jeez.
just,
Yeah, he couldn't relate to pot roast, Terry. It was completely off his radar.
What are they talking about?
I've never heard. What is this pot and roast doing together? All right. Well, sir, I don't know if Stephen actually followed through with his apology, but on behalf of him, and on behalf of him slamming the brakes on the program at that time, we are terribly sorry. You're not really. Anyway, thanks for the call. How come everyone I call back through the text, I always thank them for the call?
I don't know, because, yeah, they text. And we call.
Thanks for being there to answer.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow we're going to have a segment on Stephen loving meatloaf.
Wow.
It's going to be awesome.
Turkey is. It's going to be fascinating.
Can't wait for
You
that.
kill a lot of turkeys, man. My turkey, your favorite food. If the next half hour, we'll talk about it.
A lot of animals are killed for all of us to eat. That's for sure.
Stephen and Hopscotch, Terry, just cannot relate to how people don't get all wound up when talking about food.
Yeah, that's true.
We definitely have fascinations with it.
Yes.
They do.
There's one time I had a really big piece of chicken. It was awesome.
The T-Man.
Nadia Comaneci and Bart Conner had a baby. Boy.
That's nice. Very tough.
Great story in 81.
I got more important things going on. Actually, less important things going on,
We met
Terry.
them in Australia. That's why. The only reason I brought it up.
I got Kendall crying in my freaking office right now. It's absurd.
What? Why?
She wouldn't come down during the show, Terry.
Well,
but now
still
she's
on
come
the air.
down. Yeah, but she's refusing to come on the air, or she can't come on the air, or it's just a nightmare. I didn't even listen to half the stuff she said.
She's crying.
She said about 8 words. I didn't even listen to half the stuff she said. I walked away and left her there to cry.
Why not come down at 10?
I thought I was able to make it through a show without Kendall crying.
But I guess not.
Well, if you need, we still have the duct tape.
Right.
Oh my God! Listen to it.
Yes.
Ready to
That'll
go.
work.
I think the gist of it is that
Gonna be back.
that she's not going to be back, Terry, and that she wants to come back, but she'll have to pay for her own college, apparently, if she comes back.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
No deal.
Wow.
That's about as strong a card as can be played in this situation, and it has been played.
Why don't you pay for it?
Yeah, right.
Show that dad and that family up.
Yeah.
And also need a private school.
University of Arizona is a private school, isn't it?
I don't think so.
It's a state school?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Stanford's private, right?
Yeah,
It is.
as is USC,
Mm-hmm.
As is PLU.
as is UPS.
As is SU.
As is Eastside Catholic.
All right. I think we get the point. Let's go back to the pot roast discussion. Anyhow. Pasty.
Claim jumper for lunch today?
Oh, yeah.
Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Can you go to my office and tell her to just,
Go home.
I don't know what. To get out of my office.
Why didn't she just call you?
I don't know. I asked her that. That's the first thing I did ask her when I was actually speaking about the subject until I just had to walk out of there. I said, why didn't you call? The way we left it, she called me after the show Thursday, Terry. Thursday was the big fiasco show, as far as she's concerned.
Right.
And Thursday afternoon, she calls me and says, I have to quit. And I said, absolutely. I think you're making the right decision. I don't think you need this in your life. I think it's for the best, yada, yada, yada. And that was the end of the phone call. It was about a 3-minute phone call.
She was crying then, too, right?
It sounded like she was close. I can't really tell.
Okay.
Anyhow, 2 minutes later, she calls back.
All right.
And I told you the story. Why won't you fight for me? Why are you just ending like that? It sounds so cold. And I'm like thinking to myself, this is like a girlfriend I don't even get to have sex with. Why do I have to take calls like this? The way she's talking to me, it's like, what? She my wife?
Thought you already had one of those.
Yeah, I don't need to take emotional calls like this.
Right.
So I said, listen, Kendall, you make your own decision. I'm not going to tell you you're fired, but I didn't fight for you or argue with you or put up any kind of big to-do about it because I think you're making the right decision.
Right.
So that's when she decided to say, well, let me take Friday as a day off. Okay, we'll call it a big smooth cool out day. And then she said, but on Monday I'll come in unless you hear from me. And that's the way we left it.
And did you hear from her?
I didn't hear from her. So I assumed when I walked in this morning that she'd be here. Well, she wasn't here, and she never called me. And I told her that. I said, I thought the way we left it, I thought it's actually very irresponsible of you to, not that you didn't, not that you were supposed to be here, but if you weren't going to be here, you should have called.
Right. Makes sense.
I had to make my own coffee.
Yeah,
I don't drink coffee. Anyhow.
Nightmare, man.
I made it anyway, just out of principle.
Yeah. Fucking dump it out.
Mm-hmm. So, she gave me the old, I did call you, but I got a Nextel message that the customer was out of range. Out of range where? My phone never rings out of range or gives that message. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, when you were at the movie, maybe.
Uh-huh.
You mean, farewell to the...
So the bottom line is...
She could have still called Pasty and said, you know,
Pasty,
hey, tell...
call me from my office.
Okay.
Go tell her she's got to make a decision right now. Is she cut off? Or is she done with the show? I mean, there's only one decision to make.
Right.
She's changed her MySpace page.
Did she really?
She took all the stuff down. We're no longer in her top 8.
We're not in the top 8 anymore?
Nope.
Oh, my.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Daddy
Wait a minute.
said, and
You're saying there's
Grandma
like no
said-
reference to us on our MySpace page at all?
It's everything is cleared out, like, you know, all the cute little background and everything. Now it's just the white page, and it just says, you know, female, 20 years old, Kirkland, Washington. And then we're not in the top 8.
Are we friends at all, though?
Well, because she's still a friend on Terry's and mine page, so we must still be on hers somewhere.
Can you eliminate friends without their consent once you accepted them?
Yes, absolutely. You just delete them.
So she could have deleted us altogether.
Yes, she could have.
Well, no, then it wouldn't be on our page anymore, right?
But she could have deleted it if she wanted to.
Oh, she could, yes.
Right. It wouldn't be on your page then.
Right, but it is on my page.
She didn't do that.
And we're not in the top 8. We all used to be in the top 8.
So, in her little profile or blog
Yes, sir.
or whatever,
There's nothing in it.
about us or Cube or
Nope.
anything?
Tell her this has gone far enough.
This is ridiculous.
It's decision time.
Go home.
What's it gonna be?
Go back in Daddy's pocket, would you?
Oh, jeez. Terry, don't sound all bitter, all right?
Hey, you know what? I did pay for my own way and
Well,
stuff
parents
like
should
that.
pay for their kids' college, but they shouldn't hang it over their heads
No,
as threats.
exactly. You're right. They shouldn't. And
Anyhow, Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Where are you? My office?
I'm actually in the cubicle right outside your office here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to spend too much time in your office without you there.
Why?
Why?
I think in some way that's... I don't know why, Pasty.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
That's respectful.
I was going to say that, but maybe it's just too creeped out. Anyhow, a lot of weird tapes in there. Anyway.
I don't go in that one drawer.
You don't go in that one drawer. Anyhow. Or that other drawer. Anyway.
What's she doing?
What is she doing, Pasty?
Standing right next to me looking very nervous.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's it going to be? It's like time to make a decision and just go with it. This has gone on long enough.
Mm-hmm. Kendall, this has gone on long enough. This is something that we need a decision out of one way or another.
where are we going to go on with our summer? Do we need to hire another intern? Should I start doing interviews? Because I never wanted an intern, Terry.
Right.
Kendall came to us with this intern idea.
She did.
This was all her doing. She set it up. She did all the paperwork, yada, yada, yada. I didn't plan to have any summer intern just like any other summer. But now, just to make it a little extra interesting, if Kendall turns in her internship duties, I'm going to start the interview process and finish it all on the same day.
For a new Teen Apprentice.
I'll bring in a new intern.
You should.
So, basically, we are at June 5th now, I think it is the date, and T-Man needs to know if he is going to be able to rely on you as a summer intern or if he should start having interviews for a new intern.
We might. It's either yes or
She
no.
never is definitive.
We need a final answer right now.
Yes or no.
Okay, there it is.
She has nothing to do
I
with
could
it.
have told her this back on Thursday. And as a matter of fact, I did about 100 times.
So why is she here?
Are you going to fire me?
So why is she here?
Why are you here?
To talk about this?
What?
She could have I told her just to give me a call if this was the case.
You could have given T a call about this.
I tried to call him yesterday, and it said that the next subscriber you tried to...
Oh, jeez.
She's repeating the message verbatim, Terry. The next subscribe. Tell her to do it in the voice.
What was the Nextel voice that they said that message in?
The Nextel subscriber...
Oh, geez. Tell her not to use any personality now. Anyhow, she said she tried to call you, Pasty. I didn't hear any message from you about that.
She did call me. I talked to her briefly yesterday.
Yeah, but you never gave any indication that she wasn't coming in today.
No, I wasn't left with any indication.
Well, let her know that.
After talking with you yesterday, I was under the impression you were coming in this morning still.
And I'm in this morning. I just...
Well, no. I think I meant at 6 o'clock at the start of the show.
I was talking to you about it when you had to take a more important call, so I'm sorry, Dave, that you didn't let me finish what I needed to say.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, now she's getting all bitchy.
Which listener called and interrupted your call with Kendall? Pasty, was it Sarah?
It was Sissy. It was Sarah. It was Sarah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
So
when I left it with you yesterday, before I got off the call with you, I asked you specifically, so are you going to be coming in tomorrow? And you said, it looks like you will be.
At 10.
No. Oh, jeez. All right. Very good.
Very good, Kendall.
There's where you have it. Couldn't even air that. Anyway.
Guess you're done,
That's
right?
that.
Party's over?
Yeah. So now you're taking new apps.
That's right.
Okay.
I like having a little intern around. It's fun.
Yeah. I got used to it.
It helps.
Yeah.
Tie my shoes, sucker.
Oh.
The T-Man.
Weed relaxes me.